So hello everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? So, of course, this is not really that important. Of course, I want to stop by very quickly because of course, hoes are always mad. And not that when every time somebody is getting mad that it needs to be obvious that they're getting mad because it's obvious they're getting mad, as I said before. Anybody who has anything to say that's not on my frequency, block, ban, and delete their asses. And I mean that mods, okay? Block, ban, and delete because bitch, we're not on here for that. If you're about that life, bitch, you meet up with people and you confront people in person. Like I said, if your energy is about correcting people that stand against you, then take that fight to the government on how they mistreat people that look like you, if you feel that way. So, by the way, before I get into this, shout out to my supporters, my viewers, my contributors, my mods, those who sponsor, who gift. Yes, shout out to you all. God love for you, blessings for you. I actually mailed off today some of the orders. I actually emailed some people because people did not verify their address, and of course, the people that did not verify their address are my regulars. So, I didn't want to go crazy, but I actually emailed you your tracking number for your oils. And of course, what I want to do is as well is get some of you that came on here after you receive your oils to tell me exactly how you liked your oils and kind of just give me feedback, even going into my people out there, because of course I wasn't really caring about this, but of course I just want to basically shut some shit down. Okay. Shut some shit down because hoes are always motherfucking mad. And then I wonder why their baby fathers left them. And I wonder why they got no friends and no motherfucking family. So I'm sitting here and I just purchased me something on Amazon. So, Amazon sends you an alert after your purchase. But I'm sitting here and I get an alert from pissed off consumers, and pissed off consumers only send you an alert if you made an account to write a review, right? For me, I tell you guys, I'm a consumer. I've been a consumer since 2003. If I have an issue with anything I ever purchased, I always email the seller first or whoever I got it from or go back to the restaurant, whatever. Okay, there's no Google reviews. There's no reviews on a merchant or anything unless, of course, they did not resolve it. And even then, I don't really even give a fuck about it. I'll just go get my money back, and call it a day. But when it comes to reviews, this is how I know when there's fake reviews going on, because there'll be too much information on a simple situation. Let me tell you a good example. So I know a lot of people who are managers for like restaurants and stuff, and one of them in particular was manager for Jack in the Box. And a customer, now mind you guys, I'm there, right? Because I would go there every single night. So I'm there, and there's a customer that's in drive-through, and she's highly upset about something, right? Just pissed off. And I'm hearing her scream and blah, 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 blah. So I pull up, and he's just like, I'm going on my break in 20. You want to talk? Sure. So I'm like, what happened with that customer? Because she was going crazy, and she was holding shit up, and I thought my coffee and stuff was going to melt. And he's like, yeah, she was upset because she ordered some tacos, and she didn't want no cheese in the tacos, and we put cheese in there anyway. And then she basically wanted to keep the tacos, but we remake the food for her. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's why we didn't do that. We wanted her to give us back the food, and we're going to give her the appropriate ones. And she didn't want that. So she was fighting, blah, blah, blah. So, y'all, like 2 days later, I go on Google because he told me to. I go on Google and I look at the review, and there was a woman saying, yeah, I got to Jack in a Box and they were so rude to me. First of all, the guy was flirting with me. Like, y'all, she was going in depth with this review, right? And this is just one review because I give y'all so many reviews. I've stayed at hotels, I've shopped at restaurants, I've shopped at places where the reviews just didn't make sense to me. Like, how would that be if this person is accessible? Like, what would make them treat, as people say in America, black people are mistreated. What would make them treat a black trans woman with the utmost respect, but mistreat this woman in her picture who appeared to be a white woman? Like, what would make them do that? And then even going into like some reviews, oh, it's dirty, it's this and that. We see bums hanging out. I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, when I get there, there's going to be bums and shit. No, girl's really, really nice. So either way, there's just a lot of fake reviews on a lot of stuff. And so either way, I'm sitting here and I get the email from PayPal, but I also got an email from pissedoffconsumer.com saying, "Hello, Margie. Thank you for joining Pissed Consumers Community. We're pleased to have you as a member. Please confirm your email." And then the email after that says, "Hello, Margie. Thank you for choosing pissedoffconsumer.com to share your experience with others. If you forget to tell something important, you can update your review at any time." So we know this is Piglet, ugly ass. Bitch, I wish she got her money together and fixed her teeth. Because, bitch, like I said, this is going to be a real cute video. Okay, but it's going to be real cute and really simple. Because I said, bitch, you don't got the time. Okay, bitch, you don't got the time in person. You don't got the time virtually, bitch. Y'all had an opportunity years ago to call in. None of y'all ugly asses ever called in. Okay, we sat there for 8 hours, girl. I put off almost $1,000, girl. I had people that booked appointments in person, bitch, escorting clients, massage clients, girl. And I put those appointments on hold just so I get on motherfucking YouTube to show that all these hoes have no proof and they got no sustainability. And so we know that high piece of shit is doing this because, of course, I tell my sisters for the past 3 months, this ugly ass bitch has been coming up. For the past 3 months, this fucked up tooth, deranged face ass bitch has been coming up for 3 months, y'all. I had a dream, 2 dreams I'm gonna tell you very quickly because, of course, bitch, we know she's watching, and of course she got upset because we were going into their asses last night. So 2 dreams I had. Okay, and come on in here, Melly. Hello, Mary. How are you doing? Yes, Julie V. How you doing? Come on, TC. Yes, you get your email, Julie. TC, you get your email? Yes, honey. Come on in here, Melly. Yes, honey. Ew. How you doing? Yes, honey. Long time no see. Happy autumn equinox. Yes, honey. Yes. Oh, that is right. Today, right? We forgot about that. Or yesterday, right? So listen. 2 dreams are coming up for me, y'all. And I don't even know why I'm even going into this because, of course, we are blessed. We're in the seasons of being blessed. We're in the season of being, enriched. We're in the season of sowing seeds and getting seeds back. But, of course, once again, like I said, you don't get hate from white people. I don't get hate from white people. I don't get hateful emails from white people. I don't get white people coming into my damn chat room. Coming for me, it's always these so-called black people. And I say so-called black because, bitch, I don't think they know what the fuck they are. Okay? And so 2 dreams I had. One of the dreams I had about maybe a good month ago. And I was actually pulled into someone's house. And it looked like a cute house. I could tell it was newly built. It looked really cute. And I know it was an astral situation. So there was a dark-skinned woman. There was a fat, nasty, ugly-looking, light-skinned woman. And there was some old, light-skinned woman who I would say she was probably in her 40s, but she was built like she was 70. Like you could just tell like the life was being sucked out of her. And so I'm floating around, right? And because I'm picking this up like, okay, this is a vision. This is not just a dream. And so I'm floating around and I'm getting the trees and I'm getting the address of the house, which was changing, and the street and the area, right? And I'm just jotting all this stuff down. So I get to this house and the dark one got afraid, right? The dark skin one, she got afraid. And I'm saying this because, of course, I want you guys to understand that we can go into names of these people, but they know who they are because they watch. So they know exactly who they are. So, of course, they have, like I said, this new person coming in who I don't see physically, but definitely I know that she's helping them in the spirit. And it's not an ancestor. Not this bitch is definitely alive and well. And it's almost as if she shape shifts because even this high piece of shit, she be shape shifting too. Oh, nasty ass bitch. Parasitic bitch. You know how that go. And so either way, the dark skinned girl got afraid because she caught me peeking into the window. And so she got afraid. And then even the big girl who's, mentally handicapped. And I just feel so bad going into this because we know she's what they call a fully functioning, mentally handicapped individual. So I just kind of feel bad going in because I'm just like, girl, but it's like, bitch, if you big enough and mature enough and mentally stable enough to read a bitch down, then you can catch it. Going into this girl who's autistic and stuff, y'all, no Tito shade, in the past, she used to call people trannies and bitches and niggas, a white girl. And girl, people are like, oh my God, you cussing out. She's special. Okay, what kind of special is she? Because she's still in here calling people niggas and stuff. And they're like, oh no, girl, she's autistic. She's legally blind. She has something syndrome. I said, mama, if she got all that and she's on this internet, she gonna get it. So, bitch, I kept going for the girl. And like I said, I don't feel bad for it because, bitch, at the end of the day, she's stable enough to keep going in on people even after her mama done came in and mollywopped her ass. She's mentally stable to get it too. And so either way, so the mentally handicapped girl, she's kind of like backing up. She's not afraid, but she's backing up. And so this older light-skinned woman, which I think they're all around the same age range, she just looked old in spirit. She was like, oh, hell no, no, this motherfucker don't. And so she's looking for something in the drawer. And at that point, I immediately woke up. And when I woke up, I wrote everything down because I was like, yeah, bitch, okay. So that's the first thing that really made me say, these bitches are thinking about me and they want some of this so bad. And like I said, at the end of the day, bitch, it doesn't matter. Okay, at the end of the day, bitch, they will never be here. Okay, they will never be here. The magic is dried up. It's not working. And even going into them, but you can write all these fake reviews all you want to. The people that buy my products, the people that support me, come in this chat and or we're daily communicating. So unless these people are being two-faced and they're buying product or they're paying for services and they're going into doing this, girl, like I said, it's not them doing it. Even going into when I offer work in person, I don't offer work in person under Two-Spirit Mystic. We already talked about this, a sister and I. There's a whole nother name. So you're not going to catch that T. So none of these people I ever see in person is going to be like, yeah, I met up with her in person and she blah, blah. Girl, any review under Two-Spirit Mystic of anybody saying that they met up with me in person, they're motherfucking lying. Like I said, I don't meet with people under the name Two-Spirit Mystic because for one, it's not your business that I'm transgender. For two, once again, oh, well, yeah, I got your review and I saw a review. Someone said something about this and that. That's not real. And to go back and forth, people be like, bitch, that's not real, bitch. So I got to call everybody that's ever purchased an item for me. I got to show my PayPal to show that nobody's ever got cash back except for two people. One of them was an R&B singer. And the other one was some basic ass, ugly ass bitch who got upset because her man didn't want her. He was disgusted and he was like, ugh. And I told her flat out, girl, it's not going to work. But I mean, can we just try? Like I said, two things. That's it. Oh, I take that back. There's three. One of them also is a well-known person. I won't even say their name, but of course they come in here regularly too. And it was accidental. Somebody stole their debit card. And of course, when they disputed the charges, PayPal assumed that the bank assumed that the PayPal was also not theirs. But we got that worked out. So like I said, all of my customers has ever had any services done with me, ever bought any products, you can reach out to me. You can send me an email. I'm willing to reach back out to confirm, bitch, any issues, you let me know. Like I said, a few people tried it in the past, even going into where I knew they were getting over on me. I still resent out product. I still was being pleasant with them, even though I was talking mad shit about their ass when I wasn't dealing with them. Like, bitch, this bitch got $60 worth of free motherfucking products, but she thinks she's selling for me and she's selling from Spirit. Because, bitch, I don't need your fucking measly ass fucking $60, bitch. I have people that support me that send me $1,000 every motherfucking month. And I said, and I will say it again, bitch. I'm that bitch. Okay, not even going into the dog shit, bitch. I've not done my dog shit in 2 motherfucking years because of my supporters. So, like I said before, I don't have to offer services on PayPal, on YouTube to make sure my bills are paid. I'm here generally because I'm trying to motherfucking help people. But once again, bitter ass motherfuckers that ain't got no career, they can't get a diploma, they don't got a diploma, they will never get a real 9-to-5 job because they got a criminal record. These are the motherfuckers that need this space. So because they need this space, they're like, bitch, you gotta go. But not knowing that, bitch, whether I go off of here or I don't go off for, bitch, my bills are still fucking paid, bitch, and my credit is still good. And ain't no scams over here. There's never been a scam over here. Okay? So I want you to understand that. Okay? And like I said, we know they watch, that's why we're talking about it. We know they motherfucking watch, but you had the opportunity, bitch. We caught the numbers too that were publicly record available to y'all, and y'all changed the numbers up. One of you answered the fucking phone and you hung up in my motherfucking face because you knew it was getting real. So like I said, going into the second dream I had, which was not too long ago, and I told y'all this dream, that I was in a very busy building, okay? My sense of it was the dead zone, okay? The dead zone to me is the limbo. So it was a space full of dead energies, dead people, which let me know that this person who I'm about to talk about works with dead energies, and these energies are sucking life from her. It's not giving it to her, and that's why she got money problems. But she thinking a hoe like me is out here doing shit to stop her from getting her bag. Bitch, I'm not worried about you. Okay? You have 100 years on this planet, bitch. I will never spend any free time I have fucking with somebody who I feel is not on my level. Period. You tried it as a cam model, it did not work out. You tried it as a female phone sex operator, bitch, it did not work out. You tried to be a housewife, it did not work out. Now you're trying to be a YouTube spiritualist. It went from being a hoodooist to now you're an Egyptian magician, and it's still not working out for you. Then you relocated. Now you're trying to be a promo or real estate, whatever the fuck you call that. If you need to learn about services about relocating, you hit me up. Why the fuck is somebody gonna hit up a bitch that don't know about real estate or anything about property? Obviously, bitch, that's why you're on YouTube begging for spiritual money. Okay, and like I said, we could show receipts. Bitch, I don't have to beg for spiritual money. I don't have to sit here and offer services, okay, to make sure that I'm set. I don't have to. A bitch like me fucked, sucked, shake titties, shake legs, bitch, to make sure that I was good. Because, bitch, ain't nobody going to have my back like me. And that's one thing you hoes can understand. Because you spent your free time sucking and fucking for free. You spent your free time dodging and fucking over people and burning bridges instead of building relationships and business relationships with people that's going to last. So now you 40-something years old and ain't got shit to show for it. You about to retire in less than 20 fucking years and ain't got no 401k, no fucking IRA, bitch. Just being a very stereotypical, broke, bummy ass bitch. And that's what you can't take. And that's what you can't take. That this transgender woman run laps around all you hoes. And when I say all you hoes, I mean you hoes that don't like me. Okay, I'm not talking about the girls who support, even if you're in the shadow support. I'm talking about you hoes that claim to be cisgender women that been a spiritualist for 20 fucking years and ain't got shit to show for it. Bankruptcy, fucked up credit, living in houses with fucking 40 different people, because bitch, you're not that girl. But you think you that hot girl. You think you Oshun. You think you Basset. You think you Yimaya. You think you're Oya. You think you're Gede. You think you all these spirits that's over all these riches and finance, bitch, and you haven't even got a reality show. Because that's what these girls want. They want to be Instagram famous. They want to be YouTube famous. Girl, where's your Fox Soul interviews at? Where's your little 10 minutes of fame on podcasts? And it has nothing to do with you being black, because there's a lot of black women that are out here excelling at that. But that's the life you want to live. Like I said, I don't want to live in the limelight. I'm not trying to be somebody's spiritual assistant and be up in public. Bitch, that is your chance to shine. You're the entertainer. Let me do what I do in the background. Very similar to Iyanla Vanzant. Yeah, Iyanla Vanzant is one of those girls, girl. She got people that assist her spiritually, girl, and you don't see them in the fourth scene. Hi, I'm Iyanla's assistant. Hi, I'm her spiritual daughter. Hi, I do her girl. Ain't nobody doing that. So like I said, that's the girl that I am. I'm not trying to be famous for this. Okay? Bitch, spirit does not get fed off of fame. That's the physical, and that is the false sense of self. And so, like I said, one of these girls, and she knows very well who she is, the one that needs to get that teeth worked on. Bitch, we're going to go, you want to cut in and call people Mr. Mans and all this shit like this, girl? Let's go in. Fix that damn teeth, because you're not kissing nobody with that mouse. You're not kissing nobody with that mouse, honey. You're not licking on nobody with that mouse. Nobody ain't doing nothing with you. Ain't nobody sticking shit in you with that mouth. Because if the mouth looking like that, then that means the booty's looking like that. I mean, the yoni's looking like that. Okay, bitch, it all connects. And we're not talking about just having crooked teeth. We're talking about the yellowing, the tooth decay, the gingivitis. We're talking about all that good stuff that's going on in that mouth. Because you can't go see a dentist. But you're offering all these spiritual works for $1,000, $300, $200, $800, but can't go to a dentist? You can't even go to a pay scaling dentist where you pay according to what you earn? I'm just a little confused. And so mama was in a dream of mine. And in this dream, like I said, we were in this dead place. And I don't want to say it's a dream because it was a real life experience. Okay, because, they're still in the process of learning. Obviously, that's why in 2015, October to be exact, Mama didn't know what to do with lemons. Mama didn't know what a voodoo priestess was. Mama didn't know none of this shit. Now, fast forwarding, Margie, aka Alexa, aka all these other A-listers, this bitch is going Barbara, all this other A-listers, this bitch is doing Taker Sula. Let me make a new email address, bitch. It's come from the same IP address. It's come from the same motherfucking IP address, bitch. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, girl. You got the views, but you're not getting the money. So that means, bitch, you pay for your views. That means you pay for your subscribers. That's why my subscribers are still at motherfucking 700. Bitch, I'm not paying for subscribers. Bitch, I'm not paying for views. Bitch, it's real. Ain't nobody into that shit, girl. You're paying for that, sis. And that's okay. Because spirits show that shit too. So we're in this place, and there's a lot of spirits, right? And there was a Caucasian woman. Now I'm going to show you how full these people think that I really am and how new they think I am. And of course, people asked about this a while ago, like, why don't you just take them out if you're really all that big and bad and all sorts of good shit? But why though? Because they're not stopping my bag. There's no livelihood there. The last bitch who tried to stop my bag, bitch, ain't got no more bag, and she would never have the opportunity to get a bag. And there's no tea, there's no shade. I'm not being funny. I'm just being real. And then our accomplices who tried to help her stop a bag, they also learned their lesson. Now they keep it moving too. And one of them occasionally be like, oh, remember the time where we used to bully you and all that good shit? Oh, yeah, I remember that time. I remember the time you got too. Remember that? Remember you thought that you were going to buy that lamp and you were going to let him have that lamp and your uncle came in and bust you upside your motherfucking face? He beat you like the man that you were. Remember that too? Uh-huh. Yeah. So I remember that since that you bullied me virtually and spirit got you together in person. I definitely remember that. And so we're in this space and you walk up these stairs and as you walked up these stairs, the energy was heavy. And of course I'm sitting there, and how I knew there was one of these so-called witches because they were calling me the name that they think is mine. And they kept saying this name. And so I'm looking at this lady who appeared to be a heavyset white woman with curly golden hair. I won't even say it was blonde. It wasn't even red. It was in between. And I'm looking at her. And of course, there's spirits in between me as I'm walking towards her. So she said she stood by herself with spirits to the left of her. But there are spirits around me as I'm walking to her. So I knew these were my guardian spirit stuff, so energy doesn't jump. And so I'm like, who are you? Right? I'm thinking this. And sure enough, the name badge, this person had a name badge on, it switched from this name to another name. And the name started with a K. And so when I saw this name switch up, I looked right in her damn eyes and I said, oh, you're trying to play. And I start calling out all the person's name. And instantly I felt something just change. And as this energy was changed, this person was going into like depression. Right here, y'all, in this vision, right here in this room. And so a man comes up and he's telling her to come on. Another heavyset Caucasian appearing man. But of course, once again, I know what that was. And so they started walking and I'm just like, wow, this bitch really tried it. This is what I'm thinking. Then of course I come up out of it. And like I said, I don't think about these hosts at all. Like I said, bitch, you're down there. You've been doing this shit for all these years. You've been on YouTube for at least since 2017, girl. That's 5 fucking years. And ain't nothing changed but the way you practice your spirit. Ain't nothing else changed this. You still look like the same basic ass witch that you were back in 2017 when you first came across my radar. You still look like the same bummy ass, broke ass bitch. Okay? The BBW. Okay, that's what you look like. So that's what you were. It's still the same, girl. Still the same. And we know that you relocated, girl, because we know that some things happened. We know things got a little tight. Money wasn't right. Money was a little funny. You had a little bit of funny money. And maybe that's a backlash of y'all trying to stop my money. Remember those little money spells you were over there trying to do, Miss Thing? All for you? The 2 transgender men, because they're not trans women. The 2 transgender men, the pit bull face bitch, this other one right here, and yo ass, remember all these little spells y'all so-called were doing? Is that what happened? Why this one is trying to become a voiceover coach and shit? When I was a little girl, Mama used to tell me to grab my crackleberry and elderberry jam. Ma'am, it's not going to work out for you. And then, of course, Mama's daughter moved across the way because she didn't want to be bothered with that tea, but we know where she work at. See, because all that shit is public records to see spirit show you what you need to show. And like I said, bitch, we're going to hit you where it fucking hurts. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hit you where it fucking hurts. Federal Highway. We're going to hit you where it fucking hurts. Kent, Washington. We're going to hit you where it fucking hurts. Tacoma, Spokane. We're going to hit you where it fucking hurts. Victoria Island. We're going to hit you where it fucking hurts. Because, see, you keep playing on these motherfucking internet games like it's cute. You keep playing these little games, sis. And we know that even the apartment that you're staying is in her name. It's not yours. We know this. It's not yours. The information I got is accurate. The information you got is not. Because remember, girl, you were a parolee. You were a parolee, honey. Remember that. So like I said, hoes want to write these fake reviews. And like I said, y'all, let me show y'all right now. Let me show y'all right now. And one of my regular people, girl, I love y'all, but bitch, they were like, do you know? Let me show y'all this. It said pissed off consumer and it said Margie. You see a name called Margie, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake, honey. Pissed off consumers. All those reviews are fake. Everybody had the opportunity to have a one-on-one with me to address any concerns or any problems that they've ever had with any product or services I offered. Everybody. And like I said, I know for sure that anybody who's ever had a problem, it was either mutual. Okay, so what I mean by mutual is there was just like, oh, hey, ooh. And there was one lady going back and saying, of course, we wrapped it up. Okay, she lied to say she was from America. Okay, she said she was from America. Then she said she was Jamaican. Then she said she was from London. Then she said she was from India. And it's just like, Mama, you everything, huh? And so Mama was trying to be the sideline hoe. And I'm thinking about it right now because she was actually on my Skype not too long ago. And of course, y'all, I could even show y'all the name too. So if a review ever pop up and they act like it's her, I can show you who she really is. And Mama was like, yeah, I'm trying to get this man and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And this is in a consultation/reading. And I'm like, well, it appears to be that you're the sideline and that you're trying to become the main woman. And I'm just going to say from personal experiences that a man will never leave his main one for the sideline. And if he ever does that, you're going to be the main one and he's going to get another sideline. Okay, but that's just what it is. And so she's like, but I'm telling you that we're connected. So I said, listen, I'm going to do a little bit of work on my end, and I still got the pictures and everything too of the work. But I need you to do this work on your end because, like I said, for me, it's going to take a real big miracle. But for me, I'm not seeing this happen, sis. Like, there's no spirits that's going to be willing to override anything like that. Trust me when I tell you this, girl, from experience. There's no spirit that's going to do that. That's like turning a heterosexual man into a homosexual doing some spiritual work, girl. It has never happened. If you think that you're gay and you think that there's a heterosexual man and you want to turn him out and you turn him out, oh, Mama, he had a little bit of gayness in him anyway. Because that's how spirit works. Spirit works off of energy. So in order for somebody to have even a little bit of fondness for you, spirit will then go in and make that fondness 100%. But if a man is not interested in you or a woman is not interested in you and they don't see it for you at all, no matter how many love spells you do, bitch, it will never manifest into reality. I'm telling you this because I love you and I love the motherfucking truth. Okay, I don't give a fuck. When none of these hoes out here say, no, we can get this man for you. Trust me when I tell you, if there was a little bit of love, it's going to work out. But there's no love. He cannot stand you. He doesn't know you. It's not going to happen, honey. Trust me when I tell you it's not going to happen. He's into tall, skinny women and you're short and stubby. It ain't never going to happen, ma'am. It ain't never going to happen. Trust me when I tell you that. I don't care what these people say, 40-hour love spell. It does not work. Trust me, sis. It's not going to work. But anywho, she was like emailing me and going back into the work. It didn't work. The spells didn't work. Mama, I got screenshots of the emails and the hangouts that we were chatting on, and I told you that it wasn't going to work. I told you that you're the sideline. And when men feel like you're trying to demand that top position, oh, girl, they end it like, girl, they hit it. Girl, you blink and it's gone. Girl, they move away. Girl, they're like, yeah, I can't deal with this. Girl, like they think you're psycho because you were told your position and you thought you're going to steal the next position. And that's not how I work with men. So it's like, girl, I already told you it wasn't going to work. You did not listen. Going into somebody else before, like I said, an American woman, she tried it. And of course, she apologized. And I got a screenshot of that. Okay. We did work. She wanted this man to love her. No tea, no shade. She looked like she had potential. He was a bum. He was a convict. And she's like, I don't really care for that. Love is love. Okay, fine. Let's get started on the work. Let's see what's going on. So, of course, I'm just like, yeah, I feel so distant with him. I feel like there's some distance with him, right? And I don't know what that can be. And I'm like, well, we're going to keep doing the work. Start doing the work, you guys. Literally, it was like $80. Literally, only $80. So we start doing the work, and literally not even halfway through the work, the plate that I got, y'all, and I told y'all this story before, the plate that I got was like $22. Now, don't ask me why I bought a $22 plate. But the work I bought was, the plate I got was $22, y'all. And this plate ended up shattering. And I immediately reached out and I said, two things is coming up. That this work will not manifest, and or possibly like this person might be dead, because it's probably what the distance I was feeling. Once again, this is just going off of a plate being broken and the energy that I felt from that. Because I was like, maybe she's getting work done with other people, but she was not. So to make a long story short, we then got a reading. And once again, I confirmed again, like, yeah, I'm seeing that there's space and opportunity, but I'm just still feeling like there's no connection with this. So once again, I thought that this was another woman who was fantasizing about a man who didn't really want her. And that's what I was picking up. Like, yeah, there's distance there. And then sure enough, mama hit me up like months later, right? After she tried to reach out to PayPal and get her money back. But of course, she'll say, yeah, for some reason, the PayPal must have thought it was a scam. So she actually resent the money. And like I said, we got emails of that too. She resent the money. Everything was good, honey. She actually ended up purchasing oils, I think, after that. But either way, mama was like, yeah, this came up in a reading, blah, 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 blah. And I said, no, honey. When you gave yourself a reading, that information came up. When I gave you the reading at that time, that's what this information was. So anyway, like I said, honey, people are just always trying to rewrite their own story. And that's fine. But don't waste people's time going into me telling all these little side stories. Don't waste people's time with shit that is a fantasy for you. And they're calling you out and saying, something don't seem right. Like, stop doing that shit. People always did. I said, man, that's why a lot of people don't do love work for people and shit. Because that usually gets the trickiest when you do love work for people. Like, people get delusional and shit when it comes to man and woman. I'm just like, girl, there's some healing that needs to take place. Because there's no way that a man is going to be sitting here bringing me an STD, for one, coming in, disrespecting me, knowing that I need to spend time with this man, and then he just ignore me, send his sister over to tell me information shit. And I'm just like, there's no way. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just tolerate this. And I love myself. Oh, mama, y'all got it fucked up. And so anyway, high piece of shit. You know who you are. Okay. Basic ass witches. You know who you are. All of y'all. Jigsaw. Y'all know who y'all are. When are y'all going to give it up? When y'all going to give it up? Because you ultimately don't win. You ultimately don't win, even if it is to get me off of YouTube. You still don't win, because I'm still going to be thriving. I'm still going to be doing what I needed to do. Because like I said, blood was shed for my purpose and my mission. Bitch, we're not talking about drinking and eating fetuses that have been exterminated out of your sacred space. That's not what we're talking about. Okay? We're talking about what my ancestors fought for. In the spiritual realm and the physical realm. Like I said, there's many stories that you're not aware of, bitch, that I don't have to tell you, that I won't tell you. Because none of your fucking business, for one. And for two, if you know what you know, then you will know everything that I motherfucking tell you is motherfucking true. And like I said, going into people that I know all around this country, okay, whether it's North Daniels, South Daniels, Bloods, or motherfucking Chris, bitch, I have no motherfucking enemies. I have respect for all people, and I give respect from all people. Not only because I'm related to them, but because, like I said, bitch, when you're an adult entertainer, girl, you meet and you connect with people that are in that realm. And so, bitch, like I said, it is nothing to make nothing happen. And bitch, we don't talk. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to get our hands dirty. We don't have to talk about none of that. It's just, it is what it is. But when you want to play these little kitty games, girl, we can all play these little kitty games and go back and forth and read people down. And you got magic and, the special needs spiritual group. Because that's what I think it is. I think it's a special needs spiritual group. I don't think it's really a spiritual community. I think it's a special needs team. Girls over here shaped like Bob the Builders and SpongeBob SquarePants, talking about they cisgendered women. Sitting over here built like those twins, those 500-pound twins. They face like whatever the hell that is they got going over there. Because they might really have some. So I don't even want to be talking shit about them. Because they might really have some type of medical condition. Sitting on here talking about, yes, shout out to those girls who got that bitch shut down. And it's just like, it wasn't magically though. It wasn't magically though, girl. We know on that YouTube channel, we know exactly what was going on. So even if they did get that shit on, which like I said, they didn't. They didn't. Because bitch, if that was their work, that work also got me some good coin. Okay? So bitch, the YouTube got shut down, but bitch, it afforded me a lot of great things. And we won't even talk about that. But that's what it got me. So like I said, if it is real and they're really about that life, like, girl, you really wouldn't win. Because ultimately, I'm here to offer a service, bitch, and people are still going to get that service. Like, you're not going to stop it. You think you could, but bitch, you couldn't even stop the repo man from repossessing your vehicle. You couldn't stop the bank from repossessing your property. But you think you're going to stop little on me for doing what I need to do? Because once again, you're checking on me. Bitch, I don't give two fucks about you and what you look like and what you got to do. I keep bringing you up, bitch, because you keep flying your nasty ass up over here. I keep bringing you up because you keep making these fake ass accounts of motherfucking pissed off consumers act like it's real motherfucking customers. Like I said, I can count on 2 motherfucking hands and sometimes 3 the same regular customers that I deal with because I prefer regulars and not new people. As I said before, going into escort and stuff, it's very valuable to have return customers because those are the people that pay your bills. New customers, girl, could be a hit, one-time wonder thing. Bitch, you come in, drop $50, they keep it moving. Regular people over time could drop thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, which will allow you to invest in yourself. So it's like, yeah, to weigh in the pros and cons, I'll stick with the regulars once again, and that's what I'm about. So it's like, yeah, sis, what's up? Like, do we need to duke it out in real life? Like, is that what it is? You need to get a duke session in real life? Like, is that what it needs to come down to? Because the virtual shit is not there. 2017, girl, going into January 2017. It actually go back to 2016 when the mother hen of it all was subliminally making cut-ins, and people were sending me videos of the cut-ins. And I was like, what? At that time, I was the only transgender person offering spiritual services. So, bitch, I know the bitches come for me. And she would even talk about California and people from California talking like they from the South. Like, bitch, you don't know me. I got grandparents from down south, Oklahoma, motherfucking Arkansas. What the fuck you talking about, bitch? My stepdad is from fucking Louisiana. Bitch, you heard my stepdad, bitch. He still got that fucking country swag, bitch. Creole and motherfucking Cajun. Bitch, the fuck are you talking about? Let's talk about it for a minute. What the fuck you talking about, bitch? And he go back every fucking year and he still got property there. So what you really talking about, sis? What you really talking about? Huh? Hello? So like I said, for me, girl, 2017, 18, 19, 2021, bitch, we got 4 fucking years, bitch, and a bitch done went ghost. The bitch done leveled up. The bitch done elevated. The bitch done did her thing while you still looking back, looking upset, looking miserable, mad at the fuck. And like I said, I don't even show y'all what I do, bitch. I want to do a video blog so I can show y'all behind the scenes. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that because haters will see it as I'm bragging. Haters will see it as I'm boasting. Haters will see it as that I'm being this arrogant bitch. Haters will see it as that I'm egotistical. Haters will see it as that I'm this bitch that think I'm all that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not that girl. I'm kind of lowering my voice too, because bitch, it's past 10 o'clock and I'm yelling and shit. I wanna keep it down. So bitch, I'm like, girl, and of course I live in a bit when you live in a very posh white neighborhood, bitch. Yeah, you can't be loud. Okay, when you live in the projects and all that good stuff, girl, you can definitely be loud. You can definitely be crazy, play your loud music, fuck you, nigga, all that. But bitch, when you live in a very uppity, posh neighborhood, girl, after 10 o'clock, there's no noise. It's called the quiet period. Okay, between 10 and motherfucking 8. So, like I said, for me, I'm just trying to figure out when they're going to take their energy and invest it in themselves. Get the teeth fixed, go to a dermatologist, get the skin corrected. That's what I'm curious of. I'm curious of when they're going to take their free time and deal with their customers, because I'm still trying to figure out how they even have customers if their free time is spent making fake accounts to write reviews. If their free time is spent coming into the live chat or sending me emails and sending me these fake ass cease and desist letters and pay up and this is the email to collect the debt. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how these bitches have time to do work for clients. And then I'm sure they go live because, bitch, I don't know. I don't check up on a YouTube and shit. Girl, I can't play with the special needs spirituality. Like, girl, I can't. Like I was telling one of my sisters, bitch, when your mind is beyond something, you don't get enjoyment. It's like being an adult. When you were a kid, you enjoyed, playing little, you know, hopscotch and tic-tac-toe and the little block thing on the little thing, little S-shaped thing, you pull the box over that little S thing. That was cute when we were that age. But now that we're older, it's like, bitch, we ain't gonna get no enjoyment off of hopscotch. What enjoyment am I gonna get playing with blocks and moving blocks along the lines and shit? What enjoyment am I gonna get going to the play yard and scooping up sand into a bucket? So it's like the same thing with this shit. Like, girl, we're not interested in learning anything about what you're talking about because, bitch, none of what you talk about have gotten you anywhere. Y'all don't have no new cars to show off. Y'all don't got no houses to show off. Y'all don't got no credit reports to show off. You don't got nothing to show off. That all this money that you're making from 20 client readings a day. And I'm just like, that's amazing to me because you got people out here that are millionaires, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you got spirituals out here that are millionaires and only book about 20 to 30 readings a month, right? And I'm probably stretching it. Because I communicate with one of them a lot, right? One of them a lot. And like I said, a millionaire off of being a spiritual person that offer money or spiritual services, mostly in person. They travel the world and stuff too. They're a millionaire. And like I said, 20 readings a month, it's like rare. And people are booking readings years out or 6 months out. No, it is years out. I think she said her list is like 2 years now. So it's like, for me, how is it that you're still struggling? You're still broke. The money is still not right. Because we know that allegedly, no, ain't no allegedly, but we know you're still getting that SSI money. We know that SSI pay you as well. So how are you doing 20 readings a day and mama is still rocking Payless and Walmart walking shoes? Mama is still rocking the thrift store skirts. And we know it's the thrift store because these skirts go back to 1987. I'm just a little confused of how mama is sitting here talking about that she do 20 readings a day in an empty house. Mama had a full-size mirror on the side of that door. And I said, bitch, ain't nothing in that house, girl. All you saw was a bed and some pillows. Mama sitting here twerking and gyrating with that girdle on. And I'm just like, mama can't even get a decent girdle. Girl, a good decent girdle is about $150. Girl, you're doing $250 readings. So can't one reading buy you a girdle? A good girdle, ma'am? I'm just a little confused. And allegedly, this is what spirits are telling me right now, that there was some type of surgery going on there because there was a sickness. And that's why you have to change your diet and stuff. So allegedly, mama, the extra skin is what you got in that girdle. And I'm just thinking to myself like, well, why not get the surgery to get the skin fixed? Because we know that you got assistance from the government to get that surgery. And this is coming out now, bitch, because of course, bitch, you're a tarot reader. I don't read tarot, bitch. I don't read tarot. Bitch, I pull energy, bitch, and I tell you what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. So, like I said, bitch, so let's get into that. We're not talking about speculations because you're not talking about this. As we talked about the other woman who had the miscarriage after she had an abortion and had nerve to try to sue the doctor for medical malpractice. Like, wait a minute. So she went to the doctor to get an abortion. And you want to sue the doctor because he did the abortion incorrectly? Please make it make sense. And so we're going to talk about that. And that's not public record for the people. But that's a spirit show. We also talk about this other girl who had a disease as well, was eating up her body. That's why her teeth is fucking up and falling out. She didn't talk about that, though. She ain't talking about that, which, by the way, we went to the dentist today to get our maintenance work on cleaning, girl, and she said it's good. Okay, bitch, we can talk about oral hygiene and keeping up the oral hygiene, ma'am. Okay, and the fact that we just paid $250 for a toothbrush. Okay, bitch, because we need all our teeth. Bitch, we don't want to be toothless. Talking about that we're spiritual healers, but you can't heal that periodontitis disease. You can't heal that gingivitis that you got going on there. I'm just saying. I'm not cutting in. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. Y'all worried about what I got going on over here. Little old me. You're worried about lace fronts. You're worried about titties. You're worried about dicks and shit. What the fuck I'm doing? Bitch, this is my body. Don't worry about what I'm doing with my body. Hoes are calling escorting ads. Hoes are giving out escorting numbers to clients, girl. Their clients are calling me, talking about, so I'm trying to book with you. And I told the guy, I said, baby, I'll pay you $250 right now through Cash App if you tell me who gave you my number. Because you didn't see my escorting ad. And he said it. We got it recorded through the text messages, girl. He said who gave the number. So it's like, girl, y'all really out here thinking that y'all doing some shit. But y'all booking customers, right? Y'all got clients, but y'all Googling Backpage ads and shit to see what girls are out here escorting. But y'all busy. Y'all on bitches' YouTube channel and pages and shit, just watching and lurking. I got free time. Girl, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, girl. Shouldn't you be asleep? Shouldn't you be asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because, bitch, we know you sleep partial in the daytime because that's what insomnia does. What they call that? Yeah, anxiety. We know anxiety allow you not to be able to sleep at night. But it's like, sis, do you ever sleep? Or is those demons riding the fuck out of you? Because, bitch, we could tell. And that's why you starting to wear makeup now, girl. You're covering up those age spots and those liver spots, girl. That's why you starting to wear those makeups and the eyeliners and shit on, girl. That's why you're trying to do that shit now, honey. The skin is looking very patchy. Very patchy, ma'am. Very, very patchy. Like I said, there's a lot of shit that's coming up for you right now. What time is it? I need to keep up with this. Oh yeah, we gotta get ready to go, honey. Listen, come on in here, yes, honey. Hey, Capricorn Moon, how you doing? They're scavengers for life. That's what they are. I know one of my people out there too. One of my people, I'm not gonna say her name. She's in here though. She actually messaged me. We haven't talked in such a long time, and she said, "Yeah, I was looking at one of your reviews." And I said, girl, those are catfish reviews, girl. We'll even do that maybe even this week. That's what we do. This week, we'll give an opportunity. We'll give space and opportunity, and we'll even announce it before we do it. Space and opportunity for anybody out there, because, of course, if I'm going to write a review, bitch, you're going to see evidence. Bitch, and I wrote reviews. Julie, now, I talk to Julie almost every day. Julie tell you, honey, I wrote reviews to people, and I sent pictures over to be like, bitch, this is what the tea is. Okay? Girl, I will give you opportunities to call me live on air, to come on. We'll put the link in the box. You come on and say hi. You probably don't remember me, but this is my email, and you can send a private thing on StreamMates, and we can see your email, and I'll look it up in my email address and PayPal, because PayPal keep a history. You can go back to the beginning of having PayPal to see that you actually sent the payment over. And you say exactly why I purchased this, and I didn't get this, or whatever your review is saying on Pissed Off Consumers. This will give you a chance to address it if it's real. This is your opportunity to really talk about your experience that you had with me. not allegations, not, well, I wrote the review because somebody said. Why is the review not under the YouTube channel? Why is the review not on the blog spot? Why is the review not on IG? Why is there not an email from anybody complaining about any products or any services? Why would you go straight to pissed off consumers? Which, if you go back in the day, there's one spiritualist who always talked about those reviews on pissed off consumers. I never knew what the fuck pissed off consumer was. I only knew what BBB means. The Better Business Bureau. That's the only place I knew to write reviews. But this is just talk about saying, yeah, I'm very pissed off consumer. Somebody wrote something about my services and da-da-da. And I was like, wait a minute. And it's so ironic that people keep writing reviews on this place about me. So weird. And like I said, I have regular people that support me, girl. And like I said, we need to drop names. We can drop names. We have regular people, girl, that support me on a regular. So it's like, bitch, if I wasn't a good spiritualist or I wasn't a good spiritual teacher, if I didn't offer products, if I sent shit that wasn't working, why is people sending free money regularly since 2016? Why are people dropping thousands of dollars on work for their family and shit if the shit ain't real? Why are people paying for readings and shit regularly? I have people that I do readings for every month. So they're just, listen, Mystic, I'm just going to go ahead and send this money over for a reading. You charge $100. Okay, for an hour, I'm just going to send this over because I can waste this. Like, think about that for me. Like, what's the point in that if I'm not really good at what I'm doing? Like, bitch, you're bitter as fucking. Like I said, bitch, my enemy is not anybody that looks like something outside of my motherfucking self. And I say that to going into Americas because, bitch, my fellow Caribbeans, I never had any problems with my fellow Caribbean people. That's like when people are like, I'm Jamaican. No, you're not. You're very rude. You're very crude and you're disrespectful. You're not Jamaican, sis. You're not Jamaican at all. Even when Jamaican people don't see it for what it is, bitch, they're still very respectful. When it comes to any Caribbean type of family or household, bitch, they don't have to see it for you, but they're still fucking respectful. Bitch, you're very disrespectful. You give me Black African-American trauma. That's what you fucking give me. You give me a African-American who has motherfucking trauma. That's what you give me. And people sending over money too, by the way. When you hear the little, that's emails, let me know that bitch money is being sent over. So like I said, bitch, ain't nobody supporting a bitch that they really don't like. Bitch, I'll be on here begging for money. I'll be on here writing reviews for people if that was the case, girl. Like I said, bitch, I don't got to be on here. Y'all remember back in the day, I was on here every fucking day, even when I was having readings and shit booked every day. Now it's bigger and better than that, bitch. Like I said, bitch, no, I can't be on here every day. I cannot. I got too much that I'm doing. Too much is given, much is required. So like I said, for me, I can't. But bitch, obviously these hoes are still begging and scavenging for clients and they never gonna get it. And bitch, they looking over here instead of worrying about themselves. Like bitch, worry about you and yours and what you got going on. Learn about being a real spiritualist. Learn about some real shit so you can offer some real shit. But you're only upset because hoes keep talking about your fake fraudulent ass shit and you mad because, oh, it's fucking up my money. Girl, when you go to court and you said I'm stopping your bag, what you gonna say? This bitch got on YouTube and was saying that I wasn't a real spiritualist and I was scamming people. Well, prove to people that you are a real spiritualist. You gonna bring some of your clients with you to court? Prove it. Because bitch, like I said, my main supporters will, because for one, they can afford the plane ticket. Hello? Bitch, for two, like I said, bitch, all I gotta do is send over the courts my PayPal. Bitch, that's all I gotta do. And say, honey, let's go back to 2017 and show you the regular people that's over here paying for services. So, wait, what? So, bitch, what? And then, oh, well, you said I was fake. What name did I say? You must be Casper the Friendly Ghost. I never dropped the name. I never dropped the name, sis. I said, hi, piece of shit. Is that your name, hi, piece of shit? If that's your name, hi, piece of shit, ma'am, then go ahead. Take it to court, bitch, because you're just admitted to being a high piece of shit. And I say Piggly Wiggly, bitch, because a lot of you hoes look like pigs. And Piggly Wigglies have nothing to do with being big. We're talking about the faces. Your faces look like pigs, honey. Not cute at all. The old saying says if you put a lipstick on a pig, it's still not a lady. You're damn right. These bitches be having on wigs, lace fronts, they be getting dressed up. I'm a woman. No, bitch, you're a pig. That lipstick don't make you a woman, girl. That yoni don't make you a woman either. And I don't know why the fuck they said it's a yoni, girl. It's not fucking yoni. A yoni doesn't have one or two pings in it, and the pings they had in it was they were married to it. A yoni not out here dropping it low and spreading it wide for every Tom, Dick, and Harry who wants some. That's not a yoni, just like a lingam, girl. It's a dick, a penis, or a cock. Bitch, let's talk about it right now. You got a pussy, a vagina, or a coochie. Bitch, like I said, it's what you do with it. I have a yoni. Everybody doesn't have that yoni, though. That's not a yoni, hun. I have a lingam. Yeah, everybody doesn't have that lingam, hun. Yeah, that's not a lingam no more. There's nothing sacred about that at all. Nothing sacred, nothing holy. Girl, what I'm ready for somebody to call themselves Apollo Santo. Okay? I said very gringa-ish, okay? Apollo Santo. I'm waiting for somebody to say, I have Apollo Santo. And I want somebody to say, I have a concha. Okay, hello? A concha. Now, if they say they have a concha, then we're talking like, oh, bitch, she's real grand, honey. She really got that Yimaya and Oshun energy. But this other shit, you Oshun, but you Yoni? I didn't know Yoni was a Yoruba term. Where did they do that at? I didn't know that. Bitch, you Yoruba, but you talking about some other shit? And you talk about somebody culturally appropriated? Talk about your coven? Oh, they talk about the coven over there in Yoruba? I didn't know that. Can any of my Yoruba, Igbo, Nigerian people confirm to me that the spiritual people over there call themselves being in a coven? And all my Palo Mayombe people out there, and my sensei, and my santeros and santeras, can y'all verify to me that you guys say coven? Because I could have sworn they called it something else. And like I said, that's what I could have sworn. Can y'all please clarify that for me? Because it's like, wait, I'm a little confused here. And then y'all talk about white folks, but it's like, you're using the terminology though. And going into this, and I'm going to be done, Spirit showed me that the word witchcraft is not something that Africans or indigenous people use. That witchcraft was actually a European term, and it was actually the real term, or the real meaning of witchcraft is going into someone's property and stealing it from them and pretending like it's yours and telling that they have to buy back what you took for them. That's real witchcraft. So these hoes that are talking about they doing witchcraft and they're doing the workings and this and that, well, bitch, take back what's yours then. And we're not talking about white or black. We're talking about the fact is that, bitch, take back what's yours. Bitch, witchcraft would be, bitch, getting the house that you got repossessed, getting that house back. That's fucking witchcraft, sis. Bitch, that's fucking witchcraft right there. So, bitch, just talk about it right now. So that's what witchcraft is, bitch. If you're not doing that type of working, then there's some other shit going on here. If you can't go to I can't go out here at nighttime. I can only go out here to this part of Alabama or Texas in the daytime. But ain't you a witch? Don't you got demons that follow you? So these demons can't keep these Klansmen at bay. These demons can't keep the police at bay. These demons can't keep the judges at bay. I just want to know. These swamp rituals that you're doing can't keep the system off of you and out of your business. Like you have to, girl. I'm a little curious. Now a lot of shit's coming up. Now I'm a little curious what's really going on. What is the need to want to dominate the virtual shit if you really are what you say you are? Where are the tours at? Where are you going to these parts of town? Like, girl, I know people that live in Chicago and New York and Florida and even other countries. And girl, they're dominating Mississippi, Oklahoma, Alabama. And it's like, well, if you ask people, oh, I've never seen them. I seen them at a carnival. Yeah, they were at a Renaissance carnival. But you never see them like do a tour where they do readings because they talk to spirit and shit and they get possessed by Brigitte and Oshun and shit. Like Oshun take over their body. So you never seen this experience in person. And we know that Oshun's a healer. So when you're possessed by Oshun, that means you're able to heal people on the spot. So why is all these talented spiritualists and I know I said spiritualists. Yeah, bitch, we know that's not a word, spiritualist. We know we got to talk like they talk though. Why are all these talented spiritualists, why are they virtually only though? Why can't we come out and get a hug from you and see you channel that energy of Papa and Mama? Why can't we see that there? Why can't we see it there? Why we have to see it virtually? And there's no internet disconnection. There's no We don't see that because we know that electronics and going into electron, which goes into amber, which goes into black carmine and goes into frequency. And that's why I keep saying to people who claiming that they're melanated and melanated people are more spiritually powerful than white folks. But that means when you come into a room, girl, you can turn off security cameras and shit. That means you could walk into Chase Bank. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying this to say that you need to go and do this, but that means you could walk into Chase Bank and you could turn off the surveillance cameras and you commit the things that you need to do and then leave. And then they won't catch you. And we won't see there's an African-American male wanted or African-American female wanted. That's what that means. That also means, girl, you have the ability to shape shift and to teleport, right? I mean, I'm just saying, because going into melanin and even going into Ka or Kim, okay, going into these things, that means you have the ability to go above and beyond. You could shape shift and all that good stuff, right? So like I said, we need to see this happen. We need to see you go ahead and use your electrolytes and your electromagnetic energy. What means you're getting possessed by these spirits and walking in the spirit, and down here at the rivers and shit and the railroad tracks late at night. And mama knows she got an army full of people late at night, girl. She got flashlights and shit, girl, because she's scared of her own shadow. Mama talking about she working demons and shit. We know when you're down here working with these spirits, we know that you're afraid. So it's like, can we see this stuff happen in motion? Can we see you go, means you're so powerful and you're so, because you're melanated. So your power is just so great. You're just so big and above everybody, right? Because that's what you say, right? You're just so egotistical. That's what you say you are. So, bitch, we need you to use your gifts then. We need you to do the things you do and not get caught. We need you to go ahead and mysteriously have your spirits, means your spirits can scratch people up in their sleep and take hair from them and take lips and all pieces. I love when spirit bring me people's items. Okay, so we need you to go ahead and have spirit to go find your baby daddy, okay, and get that motherfucker to pay that child support that he motherfucking knows. So you don't got to be on here scamming to pay for your child's living, okay, your children's living. Okay, have spirit to go and collect his motherfucking wallet. Okay, have spirit to find his motherfucking wallet and to slip you a couple of bills. Okay, better yet, because you're like, maybe he don't have a job. Who knows? So why don't you get spirit to give him a job so then he can get you some motherfucking child support? Because that would be real magic to me if that's your story. That's real magic to me. Okay. Real magic to me, bitch, is having all this damn debt. And then, bitch, you go ahead and you get a favor from the lender and you get forgiven for your motherfucking debt. That's magic right there, bitch. That's real magic right there to me. Magic to me, bitch, is going into a place and being told no for whatever reason. And we know the only reason that you got told no is because you are a adult entertainer and you use your adult entertainment industry shit as a reference, and they couldn't take it. Even though the money was there, they was like, we can't do this. We need you to have a real job. Excuse me? If you pay tax to the IRS for shaking your ass on camera, that's a real motherfucking job, bitch. Excuse me? And then to walk out there because they told you no. To then walk into, and y'all, we got the emails for proof if you want to do this too. To literally go to a place, wasn't even expecting to leave with a car and walk out 30 minutes later with a car. Even when you had somebody in your ear say, oh girl, yeah, girl, they're not gonna let girl. And then a week later, have the people who told you no the first time say you congratulations, you are approved. Please come down here with your down payment, a check written, blah, 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 blah. That's real magic to me. That's what you call real magic. Real magic is being hungry and being able to eat. That's real magic to me. Real magic to me, bitch, is having an electrical bill. You have to pay it, bitch, and you got the money to pay it without you scamming, cheating, and lying to get it. That's magic to me. Magic to me, bitch, is going into a place expecting to spend coin, and bitch, you walk out spending nothing. Also going into a place and your total comes up to, let's say, $755, and you give them a $10 bill, bitch, and instead of them giving you the 3 something and change, they give you back a $5 bill. To me, that's motherfucking magic. To me, that's motherfucking magic, bitch. And like I said, we know the ghetto people, they say magic is, doing scams and shit. I told y'all, in the gay community, witchcraft and shit is not doing magic. It's doing identity theft and fraud. So like I said, bitch, for me, real magic is not getting a PPP loan. Because, bitch, you can do prosperity spells to get money from your clients. If you were that girl. If you were that girl, that witch bitch, that badass witch bitch. If you were that girl right there, you'll be able to motherfucking have your bills paid without doing a PPP loan. So I need you to make it make sense. I need you to sound right and very motherfucking tight. Because now, bitch, y'all sound loose as hell. Like yo yoni. That's what it sounds like. Bitch, it'd be equivalent and shit. Then you wonder why Marcos said, fuck you, I gotta go. He said, girl, you don't have the whole team. And they all knew it down there at Ray's Barbecue. They know that you slept with everybody in the damn apartment complex. They know that. They know that you slept with everybody in the apartment complex. That's why, bitch, they say, yeah, I'm going to try to hit it and quit it. They had you think that they were going to be with you, girl. It was like 6 months and they were out. Girl, they done had all the experiences of you in 6 motherfucking months. Girl. Let me stop. Let me go, y'all. I got 15 minutes to do what I said. That makes a lot of sense. I remember when Julie said love spells work on everyone with feelings for you. Oh, come on in here, Julie. Yes, honey. Julie did say that. Yes, honey. Yes, come on in here. Speaking of readings, think I may need one. Come in here, Jay. Listen, you know exactly where to email me at. Okay, Jay? Yes, honey. Right when I said that too, my eye was itching. Don't think I was thinking of anything crazy, honey. Right when I said that, okay? I got this fan blowing up. There's a fire not too far from here. So there's a lot of the ash or whatever the fuck you call that coming over here. And like I said, this fan is blowing in this little region here. And bitch, it must be a lot coming in because normally I have my air purifier and I don't got it on right now. Okay. Mystic, you said demons are there to keep you from the Most High, but they still bring what you need. So are they more about gratification or only about manifesting and not spiritual fulfillment? That's exactly what they're for. And also, demons will use you for their good. They will use you for the purpose that they have for you, and then you're gone. You're gone. And so that's why I said, and of course we'll talk about this at another time because of course it gets very, very deep. But that's why I talked about before a lot, that everything that happens is not always a setup. Okay? Sometimes demons, most of the time, the James Mansfields, oh wow, okay, you said a good amount, honey. James Mansfield, is it Mae West? The Mae West girl, honey, these, and even going into Oprah. See, Oprah, she know how to keep it balanced. Oprah reminds me of this Asian guy. He was a Buddhist and a Christian at the same time. So he knew how to balance it out. But just like Oprah, yes, mama participated in that shit too, honey. And ain't nobody mad at that. Bitch, look where she came from. She came from little old Mississippi. Girl, she was I won't even say a trailer park trash. She was in that area. Mama was violated. She was disrespected. Mama worked her way to the top, and now she's there. Mama took her trauma and she exverted it. Okay, she expelled it, and look where she's at. Like I said, we can't hate on that right there, bitch. Whether she got there through being a Luciferianist and a Christian, bitch, it worked for her. Some of these girls, they just out here running around being Christians and wonder why shit ain't working out for them. Sometimes, bitch, when you're in Rome, you got to do what Romans do. Okay, hello? Hello? I said what I said. Okay? So, yes, manifestation and gratification, not spiritual fulfillment. Yes, honey. Come on in here, TC. Yes, honey. Right, TC. Shift and teleport. Yes, honey. Shape, shift, and teleport. Listen, that's all I'm saying. I require to be that powerful, but can anyone really teleport in real life? If I told you some stories, you would think I'm crazy. If I told you some stories, you would think I'm very crazy, and we'll just keep that there. So, yeah, I believe in a lot of things. I've heard stories about people or from people that I trust, and I don't think they will lie because they never lied about anything. And what would be their point in lying? I have a cousin, rest in peace, named Angie, a great cousin actually. She's my mom's cousin, and she told a lot of stories about a lot of stuff, and she was actually gang affiliated. Yes, honey. We talked about that before. I got a lot of family members that are Bloods and Crips and all that. But yeah, she told a lot of stories about spiritual encounters, and that's why I know for sure that gangs are connected to spiritual levels of things. Gangs are not like you and I, okay? Regular people like you and I, we maneuver through the world, we attract, we expel, we tap into frequencies as needed. With people that are like that, they're always operating in that realm, and that's why they have breakdowns. They get fucked up by energies, and of course, people think it's a physical thing, but it's actually a spiritual thing. Someone was talking about this a few months ago about how back in the day things used to be no women or children, and now it's up for everybody. It's true because now the games have changed, the spirits have changed, the hunger that these demons have are different. So there's no more, we're going to pick and choose. No, bitch, if they're there, they're there. Get their asses. Okay. So, like I said, for me, I've seen some stuff. Like I said, I've heard stories from people that I trust, and I don't think they will lie because they'll get nothing out of it. And people are like, oh, they're crazy. Don't believe what they say, they're crazy. But it's like, yeah, mama was able to take care of herself, take care of her children, provide for herself and her children up until her dying day. And the day that she died, all her children was over the age of 35. I think the youngest one was like 40 or something. So it's like, yeah, yeah, yes, honey. I aspire. Okay, right there. I believe in metaphysical. Oh shit! Am I gonna make it? I should just wait until tomorrow, huh? Motherfucker. There's no one making it 8 minutes. Turning this off, grabbing everything, grabbing the dogs. Oh my God. Me carrying Bella and Anubis together. Oh girl, with the purse thrown over my shoulder. I'm sorry, I was thinking about something now. I was supposed to be leaving at 11:30, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still here. I can still go do what I need to do, but I'm like, damn. You know, I was gonna be a little fat bitch too and get me something, honey. Give me a taco salad, honey. But I said, fuck. Anyway, I believe in meta and mental psychic abilities very much because of personal experiences, but physical powers seem almost unimaginable for me, maybe because I watched a lot of fantasy growing up. So, to answer your question, I do not think that physical manifestation or physical teleportation is real physically. Now, though people have physically seen things appear and disappear, and I told you before of things that I have heard about, and I've even seen myself of people, once again, and of course, that goes to astral projection. Actually project themselves into a physical space, manifesting, people seeing that and saying, what the fuck? Yes. So that's definitely real. Like I said, I can give you so many stories. I can, probably even reach out to one person who had an experience and have them to call in and to tell their story. And even with that, it just gives me chills every time they talk about their story. Because, of course, to us, like people, for me, like I said, going into seeing physically people, bam, I've never seen that, right? Or spirit. But getting a sense of something, like I feel a male presence here, and I'm smelling this and he looks like this and I'm seeing the picture. In my head, yes, okay. But there's people that can see things physically, and of course, going into that, um, once again, being into other dimensions, making yourself very solid, and then instantly leaving again. I think that's what these people they have experiences with. And I was saying that for a reason too right now, because I'm thinking about one of the experiences that I actually had with a spirit. And believe it or not, the spirit called itself Wendy. Y'all. Y'all might think I'm joking with that. But just a weird shit. And this is back in 2008. Okay. And so anyway, so like I said, astral projection, yes. Remote traveling, which is very different from astral projection, it's definitely real. But like I said, physically going from here and then I'm physically going somewhere else, and then yeah, yeah, that's not possible. And then also I'm thinking like, what would be the point of that, or what would be the enjoyment of that? Because either way, okay, either way, you're you and I'm me, right? Or no, that's not where I'm going. So we have energies that are connected to vital organs and nerve systems, right? And so even when we travel into other realms, the green body, the silver body, the gold body, whatever the core, they call it cores and all that good stuff. Even if you're not physically there, these bodies of yours still represent vital organs. So it's kind of like these movies like Jumanji, where these people were teleporting into a game as another character, and they had three times to die. And the third time they died, they really died. They did not come back into reality, like they really died. And so I'm saying I'd say the same thing as this. That's how it is with the spiritual travel and stuff. Whatever happened to your spirit, it can still happen to your physical body. And there's actually a type of magic out there. And in the class that we talked about, history of magic and all that good stuff, I believe I talked about that in history of magic. I don't know, I have to look at that video. But we kind of go into it. There's a type of magic where you actually lock someone's essence up. And we're not talking about what they show you in movies or like voodoo and all that good stuff. That right there, we're talking about sending energy to someone. So you're using the doll as a physical representation of this person. And of course, this person is wide open. Things really happen to them. But we're talking about literally taking people's essence, locking it up somewhere, and each day they live, each year they live, a piece of them slowly dies. And when they die, they actually get stuck in limbo. That means they never ever make it out of anything unless, of course, somebody comes along and they're able to really pull in that energy. And they say, oh my gosh, she's stuck in limbo, to light a light for her. Because I tell y'all, when people do readings on your deceased loved ones, and they're like, yeah, your auntie's right here, and she, me and Julie talk about this for too. Your auntie's right here, and she says she's doing fine. They're lying. They're lying. Because the only access that you have with that close, that's called earthbound spirits. Psychics, mediums, channelers, all the good stuff. Okay. Going into channeling and being a medium, that means pulling that energy in. You can go beyond realms, while your body's physically here, and you could, pull in other frequencies and you could speak that or act that out. But someone who's sitting here, they say, yeah, there's a woman coming through right now, and she's this, and oh my God, it's my mother. She passed away 5 years. Yeah, she's fine. She's on the other side. And another woman came through and met her. That means that they died, but they stayed in limbo. They did not go over to the other side fully. They're fused. And like I said, going into memorials for me, when people light candles for people that have been deceased, it's to get them to go over to the other side. It's not to keep them stuck here. And so that's why a lot of people, when people pass on, let's say, I've never had any experiences with this person, or I haven't even had dreams about them, I will say straight up, like, that means that their true self, their higher purpose, their higher being of themselves, which you don't even know, and they know once they pass on, that means it has went on. The other aspects of them will always be, one of them will always be with you, because of course you are experienced with them. And that's why I said, going into people who claim that they did readings on Martin Luther King and all the good stuff, like, it's not real. You're interpreting energy that you're feeling, but it's not real because you were not there during that time. And even going into traveling back to that time, you have no connection with the people of that era. So there's no point in going to that. If you are actually pulling up frequencies and energies with that, possibly that was your past life and that's what you're pulling from. But like I said, you have no physical connection, you have no emotional connection, you have no mental connection to these people. So there's no way of tapping into that energy and saying, yeah, they're right here. There's no way. And so, like I said, people who do these readings, like the John Edwards and the if they're real, Paul Vignog, I think that's his name, Sylvia Brown, like when these people did these readings, it was from people who are in limbo. That's what I said. If I go to an event and there's somebody who can read dead people and they're not picking up anything like, well, yeah, there's a girl here with you right now, and da 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 da. Like if they're not picking it up heavy and they can't tell me anything that they don't know, and that I possibly wouldn't know, but I can call someone to confirm, then that means that they're tapping into something real. But they're pulling up stuff that I already know, that I'm connected with, then they're reading that energy off of me. And like, again, we talked about this before. Energy imprints are just as powerful as spirits and ghosts. A lot of people think, and I tell y'all, going to people, helping people, going even into hotel stuff. I've been in hotels where I'm like, is this place haunted? And of course, no, it's not haunted. It's just a lot of trauma that happened in this space and no one has ever cleared it out. So it's coming up as there's a ghost in here, and oh, there's a prostitute spirit in here, and there's a ghost that hopped on me and wanted to help me. And it's like, yeah, that's not real though. That person is still alive. That energy was so raw, it was so strong, it was so pungent that it stayed in those four walls, kind of like a vortex. And so, like I said, that's what happens with that. And I can't remember why I'm even going into that. So, yeah, astral projection is definitely real. And like I said, also leaving energy in people's homes and stuff. And even when you leave, shout out to one of my greatest mentors, Lewis Hayes. Honey, I've never told y'all that. Oh my God. But Lewis Hayes, yeah, I love Lewis Hayes. And Lewis Hayes, I think maybe I've told y'all that in the past. Lewis Hayes actually talked about, and one of the things, love and leaving love within your home and your walls. And even when you end relationships, you leave relationship with love. So that way the person who you broke that relationship off with, first of all, take that love seed that you left with them and they're able to plant it into someone else. And then also you walk away with no conscience, you walk away with no bad vibes, and you can move into a healthier, happy relationships. But once again, going into spiritual ties, that also spiritual ties too, being kicked out of a place and fuck this place and now you're leaving hate within that wall. And the next person that move in, they're like, wait a minute, something's going on here. There was a lot of issues, a lot of trouble, a lot of this, a lot of that. What's going on in here? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. So anyway, yes, honey. Yes, honey. Thank you, Jay. Okay, that's the little reading that I heard. Honey said, ding, 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 ding. Yes, honey. Hello. Yes, come on here, Tiffany Chrisman. How you doing, Tiffany? Yes, honey. Yes. Mystic, are you selling those candles you showed in the video about the oils? Yes. On Friday, I just told Julie today that I slowly started moving everything into the space so that you can all see it. There's over, oh my God, y'all. I want to say I have over 100 candles. So I don't know if I'm going to pair them together. And also today when I went to the post office to mail off some of the orders, I got some new products, some new boxes because, oh my God. So the 1 ounce bottles, oh my God, and TC, I also sent you an email. So the 20 milliliter oils will fit inside that box I was telling y'all about. The 1 ounce bottles with 5 of them will overfill the envelope. So I don't want to put that into a box, and the box is $15. Of course, when the oils are sold at the real price, shipping is going to be $20, and the only way to weigh that, they got to buy 5 or more to make it worth it because, of course, gas, But anyway, so yes. And of course, you can get stamps.com, come and pick up the package, all that good stuff. Yeah. But girl, once again, yeah, honey, the whole point of being, somebody who offered personal services is to do everything yourself. Okay. Going into from my hand directly to the post office and then they deliver to you versus I'm doing it. They come to the house, they take it to the building, then they take it to there, then they deliver it out. Like that's too many. And you might say, well, it's the same way probably too if you're sitting. Okay, yeah. But I'm talking about I want to take it to the place because while I'm on my way there, I'm praying over everything. Like, bitch, that's what I want to do. A lot of people use stamps.com and stuff. They don't have a car. No shade. But they don't have a means of transportation. So they don't want to have to pay for Uber and Lyft, which I don't know why they wouldn't. That's why, girl, once again, some people just offer services for people to make money. But anyway. So yeah, the 1 ounce bottles with the packaging and stuff, like I said, oh my God, y'all. Yeah. So it would have to be I think it's the medium small box, which is $15. And I'm like, yeah. So when people actually purchase it, those are the boxes I'm going to send it in. And then of course, like I said, for the boxes that we're going to be auctioning off with the candles, it's going to be the candles with the oil and then the candles with the oil and herb, and then there's gonna be a box with everything: the sage, the Palo Santo, the spray, the candles, the oil, the bath, all that. So I think there's gonna be 3 or 4 different options I'm gonna auction off. And like I said, of course, when it's gone, honey. Because of course I got a lot of shit, y'all. Like in that other bedroom, there's shit organized in which I want to clear out, and then in the dining room, there's shit organized in there. Right here, there's shit organized right here. Oh my God, honey. Even the top of my closet. Like y'all probably seen it. Like the top of my closet. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but there's even stuff stored up there. There's even stuff stored up here on this side, right? And then on that side too. Okay, and there's even stuff stored in the right here in this corner right here. And this is a really long closet too. But this closet is probably 11 feet long from there to here. Yeah, probably 11 feet long. And so there's stuff here. And then also in the other room, there's shit in there too. I got box. Oh my God, y'all. Like there's hella shit. And so I want to clear it out. And then, like I said, I don't want to hold on to oils no more. Going into the oils that I did ship off. Yeah, I'm going to have to like really, really, yeah, like I said, because I don't want to be hoarding this shit. Like, girl, I told y'all, the last place, bitch, I hoarded all this shit. Oils were, girl, I was using the oil myself. I was spilling the oil. Like, honey. Like, I say, yeah, girl, we ain't doing that. I even got some little fancy little gifts I'm going to be gifting out. Probably when it goes into the boxes because they're big. So, like, beautiful little candle holders. Like I said, I just got a lot of stuff. Of course, I can't send alcohol in the mail. But like I said, people have gifted me a lot of good stuff. And like I said, some stuff I'm not going to use, I'll just be hoarding. So I'd rather send to y'all, Yeah, I'd rather say, hey, here you go, whatever. So yes, those candles will be for sale. And like I said, I'll be auctioning them off. Auctioning them off. Okay. If you manage to survive with all your kids grown, you're covered, most deaf. Come on here. I know that's right. Yes, honey. Yes. I love a mirror closet. Yes, honey. Isn't it so nice? And you sleep right there by, and I sleep naked. And so, my long body is on this bed and I roll over and the mirror's there. And I remember I had this roommate and she's like, girl, the mirrors suck your energy. My mama told me, and I'm just like, ma'am, mirrors are very, very powerful. Mirrors are protective. That's why I love mirrors. Like all my closets have mirrors on it. The bathroom got a big mirror. I'm thinking about putting a mirror on the door. Like mirrors are very, very powerful. You can scry in mirrors. You could do, girl, I won't even give out no tea here because we even talked about it. And I think I have a class on mirror magic too. But we go into it like mirrors are very, very powerful and very, very, very potent. And it's good at holding energy and it's good at releasing energy. So once again, protection and reflecting stuff back out. And this mirror is actually facing the window. And we know that windows and doors are exit and entrance points to energy, spirits, and even people. So that right there, like I said, is just amazing to me. In the other room, because the room is shaped oddly, Yeah, I don't think that, yeah, the mirror doesn't face the window, but there is a mirror that's facing by the door that faced the mirror or that faced the window. But yeah. So mirrors are very, very good. And of course, it helps you feel sexy. You could sit on that bed and do a photo shoot, spread your legs, hold your legs up high in the air, pull it up high, all that, honey, right there in that mirror, you know. The inner Megan is coming out of me, honey. Megan Thee Stallion. The inner hottie is coming out of me, honey, because Megan Thee Stallion, girl, we will listen to her music a lot. Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, we've been rocking a song all day, every day for the past week because we love us some Nicki, we love us some Megan, okay? And Nicki will always have my motherfucking support, okay? And of course, she's a little slick in the mouth and all the good shit, but bitch, we still support Nicki. Okay, we still support Nicki. We still supporting what she does because, like I said, she's that girl. Okay, and she's that girl. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nicki's that girl. I don't see her drugging anybody to get dick because she can get it without it. Okay, and then going into Megan, like I said, she's big, she's beautiful, she's voluptuous, she's Creole. Okay, she's empowering, she's body positive, she's goddess inspiring, she's motivational, she's just like get me together. And then of course she had an interview one of the queen witches, honey, girl, Tyra Banks, girl. Girl, I've been a Tyra Banks fan since bitch I knew of her. And I know Tyra Banks at fucking 5 years old, girl. So like I said, Tyra is that bitch for me. Okay, and like I said, I will always support motherfucking Tyra B. Not the singer Tyra B, the model. So for them to sit there, I was like, this is a dream come true for me. I felt like I was in the interview when Tyra was over here interviewing Megan. I was like, oh my God, I'm right here in front of Tyra. Like, I was getting excited, Anyway. Ooh, look, honey, look, I'm getting all sweaty and shit. See how it is? Listen, I normally have this fan on too, but this fan is blowing up. This fan is not even on, y'all. It is warm up over here. Mm-hmm. I'm getting all sticky and shit, honey. And yes, there's a camera right here, honey. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's the camera. Yes, girl. What? Bitch, your surveillance all over this house, darling. Hello? Bitch, and that's not no freaky deaky shit, honey. It's just you got to make sure things are secure. Okay? Because hoes like to jump, hop, skip, and get the windows, honey. No, man. Come on in here, Joey. Long time no see. Like, girl, if it's only you in the mirror, is that saying you're a parasite, sis? and of course, mirrors are there is energy with mirrors. Like mirrors have a very dark history. As well as going into magic and stuff like that. Like I said, there's rituals. There's really powerful ancient rituals that dealt with mirrors. Now, of course, some of these spells have been rewritten, but going into obsidian, going into volcanic rock, going into even looking into space and Moldavite and anything that they said came from outer space. Girl, I'm so sick of that shit. Girl. Like, girl, really? Anyway, it says, whoa, do you think about the body's energy field, Mystic? Of course. You and Nicki Minaj, come on here, Tiffany Chrisman. Of course, I think about the energy body field. That's why I'm not sexually active. Me and people I talk to regularly, I always reiterate that. The body's magnetic field, the body's aura field, the body's energy fields are very, very important. And when they're down, things come in. Being sick is one of them. Okay, that's why it's so important to keep your energy up, keep your energy cleansed, and not contaminate it. It's real. People don't know that. Like I said, going into sexual experiences, going into hugging and kissing people. Like for me, yeah, there's no doing that. I have to know that you're on my same level or that you're greater than me. And when I say greater than that means you're more devoted. Okay. And when people are more devoted because you can smell it, you can taste it. At least for me, going into being a clairsentient, I can taste people's energy. Like, oh, this person's a good person. Like, wow, their energy is powerful. I was actually telling this about somebody, recently. I've seen somebody I've not seen in such a long time, and their energy shifted to where I was like, yeah. I'm probably not going to keep in contact with them. We're probably not going to do nothing. Now, the love was still there. It was still a connection there, but I just didn't feel the connection. I was like, well, we haven't talked in almost 2 years, so that could have been it. But I was like, I don't think so. I think that the energy is so contaminated. Like I would have to do a cleanse on him and then see what happens. I would have to. And of course, he'll be open to that, but I would have to do a cleanse with him because it's like, yeah, honey, you've been messing around with some people, and yeah, that energy is definitely tainted. So yeah, your auric field, magnetic field are very, very important. Going into drugs and alcohol, that also alters it. Going into the senses, all that is projected. I won't even go into that. We're going to say that for the Bible Magic class, the Power of Five class, the Durga and Kali Ma class. It's actually amazing, the Kali Ma and Durga connection and exactly the untold story of Kali Ma and Durga together. And so, like I said, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the projections of energies around you. And when one energy field is thrown out, that's how certain energies come in and get you together. Now, we talked about spells, we talked about curses, we talked about hexes. People don't even know this too. There's different levels. When they say there's levels to this, they're really talking about levels. They're not just saying there's levels to this to be funny. Like there is levels to this. So some hexes and curses are sent to you from different energy sources. And these energy sources, if they're blocked or they're not healthy, then when people send these curses from that energy source, you get affected by it. Now, we'll need to give examples, but we can go into it. When people operate from the root chakra, their lower self, which is the highest part of the lower self, and they're doing workings on you from that part, then if you're weak in your lower self, then that's when that energy projects onto you. I've heard stories about people who are not sexually active, but they got around people who are very sexually active, and they're like, damn, now I'm craving a dick. Now I'm craving, I want to get fucked. Like, yeah, it's real, because once again, these people energetically was thrown off in their root chakra. So this person who was very strong in that area was like, let me project some energy to them, and they felt it. So like I said, when that's why you study your enemy, going into Aleister Crowley, going into a lot of the great magi's and sorcerers and necromancers. You study your enemies so you know their weaknesses and their strengths, and you know how to get them together. But when you think that you know them, that means you think like, they're a prostitute, so they're weak in the root chakra. Then when you think you know them and you project that energy, bitch, it doesn't work. And we talked about this before, going into my level of consciousness and other people. You would have to be operating from that sense or from that area in order to get me together. If you're operating from the root, the sacral, or the solar plexus, which I do not, then of course, bitch, you're going to be throwing those rocks, but it's going to hit the opposite side. Okay. But when you're up there and you're working with the higher self or your inner self, because going into the heart chakra is a part of the inner self that starts to rise up. Going into, once again, how men get women manipulated sexually, they have anal sex with them. See, people think I'd be funny when I say this, but I'm being real. I'm speaking very right, and I'm speaking very tight. Sex magic is one of the things that I'm very, very great at, and not because I'm a sexual whore, because I can count on one hand on people I've had sex with, and I can also show you papers and proof and shit that I'm clean. I've been clean my whole life. Okay, hello? Bitch, no bacteria infection, no gangrene, no none of that, no tea, no shade. But I'm just saying. So, men will get women together through anal sex. And like I said, if it's not physically, they want to stick a finger in there. They want to stick a tongue in there. All of this work. And like I said, we talked about this before the other day when someone was talking about anal sex and how it's disgusting and it's dirty. One of these people are saying that, but I'm just like, sis, but that's the case, then why are y'all doing anal sex? I'm sorry, if I had a vagina, bitch, I won't be doing anal sex, but y'all are participating in it, and it's in porno, because porno is one of the greatest tools of showing you how to do sex magic. And people hate on prostitutes and escorts and sex workers, like strippers and stuff, because they have learned how to master, not all, because some girls been escorting for 30 years and they got shit to show for it. I'm just saying. So I'm like, girl, this is why people hate on those girls, because you're weak at sex magic. So you're upset because you claim to be the greatest magi and the high priestess, and you're out there having sex with other people because you're not a virgin. So you're out here fucking and sucking on people, and the only thing you've manifested by fucking and sucking on people is children that you really don't want to take care of. That's not high priestesses or high sex magic. The ones who are really smart about it, and I need to go into it because people think I'm coming for them, they know what they know and they know what they're doing. Even going into why certain men go for a certain type of people because there's no risk of impregnating and fucking up that whole frequency. I'm just saying. So, like I said, people who are sex workers, adult entertainers, strippers, whatever it is, and they've used their yoni or their woman or whatever the magic that people call it nowadays, girl, to manifest the life that they wanted, outside of manifesting children and really struggling even more, because we know that life is a struggle with or without kids. We already know that, but with children, you struggle even harder. Then, like I said, those people that didn't do it be so upset, like, ooh, they're hoes, they're giving it away. Yeah, you gave it away too. Yeah, mama, you're 16, you already had 20 sexual partners. That's a lot. That's a lot, girl. One sexual partner for every year that you've been alive is really a lot. Like, everybody should have been, I mean, you were not even able to have sex, honestly, really. You should have been able to have sex when you were like 18. So you're 40 and you've already had 100 sexual partners. Sis, that's, girl, that's 2.5 sexual partners for every year that you've lived. Girl, you should feel very ashamed of yourself. And all you manifested was a criminal record? Like, I'm not cutting in, sis. I'm just really trying to figure this out. Like, you didn't manifest a house, a car, good credit, none of that. Right? Because, see, bitch, if my yoni was all that hot, okay, if I was the hottest commodity and I was really that girl, you know, hot, I'm hot and bothered, it's getting hot in her, that type of girl, and my yoni was just so hot and spicy, oh, mama, I would have manifested a mansion. Girl, I would have manifested enough money to buy my house out from the bank so they wouldn't be able to come in and bankrupt and pull it from me. No tea, no shade. That's what type of girl I would have been. Okay. And if I was making car note payments, I'll be making sure that my car notes are being paid by the man who's getting this hot tamale. Okay. This hot tamale, because it's a hot commodity tamale, right? It's a hot yoni, right? It's the best in town. But mama, you can't even get nobody to pay your electrical bill, phone bill. Instead, bitch, you're paying people's bills. So is it hot or is it not? Ooh, girl. Anyway, I'm sorry, I went on a little tangent there. But anyway, like, girl, if only in the mirror. Okay, I read that. Okay. Okay, what is the Cali Death Dance? You know what the Cali Death Dance is, Joey Donardo. I miss you. I'm so glad I made it. Yes, I'm about to get up off here now. Does black magic really comes back to you? It does. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this. And as I said before, show me somebody who do black magic and only black magic and is happy, healthy, and beautiful. I'll wait. There's something that we all must abide by. You have the law of the land and the law of the supernatural. And people try to rewrite it, right, when they don't know it or they can't understand it or they can't comprehend it. It's kind of like going into languages. When people don't understand a language and they don't want to understand it because they're like, oh, now it's too much for me, they'll make up shit. Honey, they'll say Kamada Manato. And you say, what the fuck is Kamada Manato? Oh, that's Italian for come and kiss my ass. And you're like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay. Let me look it up. Let me see. And then it's like, well, whatever. Kamala Manato. I made that up, bitch. And that to me, that means kiss my ass in Italian. Like, wait, what, sis? You can't make up your own shit because it looks right to you. So that's what these magicians be doing, right? And so one thing that the supernatural laws say, and there's many of them, because the same energy that the same law that you burn a money candle on and it brings you money is the same law that says when you do wrong to others, it come back onto you. And people say, that's not true. I don't believe in that. Well, you don't stab people and spirit stab you back. Sometimes people will make it to where you lose a tooth. Sometimes people will make it to where you lose a large sum of money. You lose property. That's karma. When you're rocking in righteousness or whatever you think righteousness is, bitch, you elevate. You don't go down. When we're born, we come out of the womb crawling, and then we learn how to walk, and then we learn how to run. And the same thing with our height. We start off very small and we grow up. They don't say we grow down. So the same thing with these nature laws, right? These laws of the land, the supernatural laws, the laws of the spirit has the same rules. So what you do unto others has to come back to you. Now, your goal as the Magi, Tiffany Chrisman, is to make sure that when you're doing wrong to other people, that it's justified so it does not come back to you. So it's kind of like tit for tat. So they called you bitch. It riled up your energy. You're so irritated. You're so frustrated. And you're like, I'm going to do some work on them. Once again, justify it. It will manifest. Not justified, it definitely comes back to you very hard. Now, regardless of the fact, I told y'all before, I've done working for people. Once again, why I don't do free work. I've done workings for people to break people's relationship up. I've done workings for people to get someone injured. I've done works for a lot of stuff, okay, without me, going into detail with stuff. And in the midst of that, things have happened. Like I've lost a valuable item. I locked my stuff out of my house. I had to get my vehicle towed, which cost me $700. Like things like that. All that comes into play. And like I said, people who say, I don't believe in karma, it's because they're thinking that, oh, well, if that's really true, then I did a spell on somebody to fuck them up. Why am I getting fucked up? It doesn't mean that you're going to get fucked up the way that you're putting work. Like karma is karma. Everything is about a revolving circle, and everything comes full circle, and everything is about planting the seed and reaping what you sow. Once again, going into money spells. If you don't believe in karma, but you believe in money spells, you are mentally delusional, and you're definitely a part of what we call the hypocrisy community. Because what is good for the goose is good for the gander. You cannot pick and choose what karma means. Karma does not mean bad. Karma means what you give out, you must get back, because you have to know what it feels like. Once again, going into the Bible scripture where it said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Because if he who is with sin cast a stone, the stone is coming back, motherfucker. So bitch, you throw that rock and you break that motherfucking glass house, bitch, guess what? Rocks are coming through and your house gonna be motherfucking broken too. Hello? I said what I said. So like I said, these hoes I want to sit and talk about, I don't believe in karma, that's not real. And if it's real, then why didn't the builder build? So why don't Donald Trump feel bad for what he did? Bitch, you don't know if Donald Trump had 20 heart transplants. Hello? You don't know if Donald Trump can't go outside in the sunlight because the sun will burn him and eat his ass up. You don't see him out in the sun. You see him out in the shade, right? So going into the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergs and all these other people, oh, they're so wrong. They're over here doing all these things to these children. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Girl, you don't know if they got to sit up there and take a cocktail full of pills because they're on their last fucking edge. They live in their last fucking life. You don't know that. That's how karma works. And remember that the Prince of Air run this world. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to the Power of Five class. I'm getting flashbacks right now of the Power of Five. Not flashbacks. I'm seeing visions of the Power of Five class and what we're going to be going into and what people are talking about, and people that are saying that they're Capricorns, or people that are saying that they're Cancers, but they have Capricorn energy, and they're not saying that they have Capricorn energy, and there's a spirit that's walking through them, and they're talking about shit. Like I said, we're going to talk about all that shit in the Power of 500. Like, I really cannot wait. Okay, those who are getting the recorded class, like I said, you would get the basic to intermediate level stuff. Those who are getting a recording, bitch, you're getting a real deal Holyfield. Ain't nothing being kept a secret. Okay, so yes, black magic, red magic, pink magic, green magic, and blue magic, because people don't talk about those magics, honey. Everything is white and black, right? Fuck, man. I know Asians are so sick and tired of hearing about white and black problems. I know that. Girl, I just know that they are. I know they're sick of it. Like, bitch, it's always about white and black people. What about us? Girl. But white magic, green magic, gray magic, white magic, red magic, blue magic. There's so many types of magic out there that people are not aware of. And so, like I said, when it comes to black magic being one of the heaviest, black, also a term for black, means coming from a dark place. people who are really traumatized, people who lack the ability to heal and or to be healed by themselves, they usually say they're black magi's because that's the space that they operate in. They operate off of issues. And we can't even say chaos because people talked about chaotic magic and they're like, yeah, they're chaotic. No, chaotic magic is getting results done. There's nothing to do with you being drama and messy and all that good shit. That's a whole nother level, girl. Like somebody said, how can a white witch do black magic? Wait, what? And then somebody said, well, black magic, another word for black magic is melanin magic. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait one goddamn minute. Wait a minute. bitch, hold on. Wait a minute. What? Why did our ancestors talk about melanin magic? Because some of these stories and history that we got was written by our ancestors. So why when they talk about melanin magic 50 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 80 years ago, like what made this shit come out now about melanin magic? I'm a little confused. And how that black people are crystals now. They're called melanites. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense to me. Come on in here, Larry. Yes, honey. Good morning, Larry. Yes, honey. Good morning. Yes. Okay, but what about having a kid 2 years after being with a man but not getting married? See, I mean, this is just my opinion, and people might have an issue with my opinion, but I'm just going to tell you. So I had this conversation with a friend of mine because she said when she have her kids, she's going to enforce them to get married and she's going to enforce this, to that, da, 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 da. And I explained to her, back in the day, people arranged marriages and people wanted their daughters or sons to get married young because they were impoverished. So they said, in order for my daughter to have a better life, she needs to get married. And this is why they were allowing their 14-year-old daughters to marry 27-year-old boys. Shit. Like back in the day, y'all. We're talking about back in the day, like 1930s, 1940s, 1950s and stuff. This was happening. And then some of them also tried to take the customs into the 70s and even the 90s, going into R. Kelly and stuff. And so with this being said, marriage deals with business. The whole point of marriage is for business, right? It's a business deal. That's the only thing what separates a marriage on paper from a marriage that's not on paper. That's why you have to get a marriage license. Okay, a marriage license is like a business license. You have to register and you have to show that we are a business making entity. So going into people having children and getting married with this man, first of all, if this man ain't got no collateral, and even for women too, because it's not just about men, okay? Because we're not gonna sit here and make it seem like, men are supposed to be used and abused, because they're not. Okay, everybody's supposed to be used and abused. Women too. Okay, because now, it's okay to use a man for his money, but when a man tell you to stay home and cook and shit, oh, he's a sexist. But saying that a man is good for dick and providing, that's not being sexist? Like, girl, I need people to just stop with the hypocrisy, girl. It's really sickening. And this is why, as a civilization, we're failing and we're not getting ahead of anything. We're not surviving. We're dying. Literally, we're dying mentally, physically, and emotionally. Okay? And so getting married or having children, because that's also a business move. Okay? When you have a baby with somebody, that is a business permit. Okay? You are setting yourself up for life. Even when this kid is over the age 18, you are still involved in this contract. And people don't know that. People just think they're going, I don't want to marry her, but I want to have kids with her. I'm not marrying him, but I want to have kids with him. Like, he's not really faithful to me. He's cheating to me. He's lying on me, but I'm going to have a kid with him. It's just like, but why though? You're not doing anything but setting yourself up for failure and also setting your kids up for failure, because this is a broken contract. This is the contract. You're teaching them, once again, going into school where they said school don't teach people about economy and saving. I don't know what school they went to, because school I went to, they talked about that budgeting and shit, girl. I learned how to budget in the 4th grade, the 7th grade, and the motherfucking 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade. In economics, honey, Okay. In the book of economics, they have a budget sheet in the back. And that was one of the things that we have to do. So I'm like, for me, I don't know. And even going into your mama and your daddy, they should have taught y'all the budget because, bitch, didn't they have to budget the house and the bills? So school don't have to teach you budget, but when you have a household that can teach you that. Ooh. Anyway, so having children with people, once again, is to set up and establish something after the fact that you're gone because the mom and daddy will eventually die. So setting your children up for a better, bigger future, creating generational wealth. That's the whole point of that. Okay. So if you're having children with somebody that you're not married to, that's okay. But you still need to make sure this man have something for your children to fall back on, because marriages is for the mother to be able to fall back on something too, or the father, depending on the story. But it's for the mother and the father to fall back on something. That's what marriages are for. That's why they have alimony. Okay. For children, like I said, having children should be marrying a man or having children with a man with something, a woman with something, is for your children to fall back on something. So marrying or not marrying and having a kid with a man 2 years after dating, but you're not married, that's not bad if the father or the mother have income and have things that they could support their kids with without the help of other people. Because people got to understand, children don't ask to be here, and it's your job as the parent to provide for them. And that means by any means necessary. That means go get 3 fucking jobs. That means, bitch, you don't eat, you don't sleep. Bitch, that's what that do. Because your kids didn't ask to be here. And as I said before, going into my mother, that's what my mother did. No assistance, no help from people, no help from mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle. Okay. She got help from my grandmother from time to time, but it wasn't financial. We were watched because my mom had to work. And she said, bitch, y'all not staying at my house this weekend. Y'all going over there to your nana's. So like I said, bitch, that's what real parents is about. It ain't no bitch like, oh, I can't really do it, so let me go ahead and get the help from somebody who did not give me these kids. And that's what I said before, and I will always say, for me, it does not make sense of how the white man created welfare to fuck up the black households when the white man didn't make you have sex with a man and then make the man leave you. Because now we're going into, well, there's a lot of black men that are behind bars. So these are innocent black men that they just rounded up. They walk through the streets of California, Sacramento, LA, Texas, Florida, Miami, Dade County, like they just walk through these streets and they say, oh, you're black. Let's take you to court. Let's take you to court. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a black man and you got money and you want to raise your children. Yeah, you're definitely going to, bitch. You got to go. It's like, no, because that would be the story of my stepfather then. That would be his story. And of his siblings. Yeah, that would be his story. Yeah, that would be the story of my uncles, whether or not they're biracial or not. That would still be their story because I identify as being black male. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's not convincing to me. Now, if you would have met this man and he was intelligent and he had finances and he had investments and stuff, because we've been talking about investment stuff for a very long time. There are black people that invested in property and stuff back in the motherfucking 1920s. Let's talk about it right now. So investing in yourself has been around for a very long time within the black community, within the Hispanic community, with the Arabic community, Asian community. Okay. So once again, going into setting yourself up and setting your kids up is a beautiful thing. Going into, and like I said, I'm not judging people. We're just speaking of intelligence levels. And also when you know better, you will do better. And also going into working with your ancestors, because of course they will show you the way. Having babies with a man or a woman who ain't got shit, that ain't gonna be shit, they treat you like you ain't shit, it's not smart. And so, like I said, for me, that would be the issue, is that. Now, like I said, having children with men who are set up, who are powerful, who have the opportunity to be able to take care of you and your child if something was to happen, whether it is real or not real. Because people be judging on scams and all the good shit. Listen, honey. If he scammed and he decided to put stuff in your name and not his name and he go down for scamming, you ain't going down. You ain't going down, girl, because that house is in your name, not his. Hello? That bank is in your name, not his. So, bitch, he's going down. But, bitch, you set up, girl, because you knew from the get-go. When you were pregnant, bitch, I need to save for my child. But, bitch, people think that love is going to buy them. People be thinking that companionship, people getting that fucked up too. He loves me. It's going to lock us down forever. What's keeping you together with him? Because it's not your beautiful hair, because there's a lot of girls with beautiful hair. It's not your beautiful skin. There's a lot of girls with beautiful skin. It's not your yoni that's tight and wet, like you say, because there's a lot of tight, wet yonis around here. It's a lot more than that. So it's like, yeah, mama, if he loves you like he say he loves you, he's going to invest in you, and everything is an investment. You are an entity. You are a property. You are a proprietor. Hello? Sole proprietor. Is that what they call it? A business owner. You are solo property. That's why you have a social security number, bitch. Everything that you do, everything that is exchanged through you and with you is a motherfucking investment or a fucking expense. It's a liability or a fucking asset. So, bitch, when people start accessing and liabilitating, okay, their body parts, then, bitch, that's when we'll be getting places. But, bitch, people ain't doing that. It's up for grabs. But no, I'm not a hoe, so I'm not going to charge you for it. Oh, bitch, you still paid him for that, though. You still paid him for that, though. You still paid him for that, though. And when you learn that, you learn that. When you have your ancestors to come through and show you, because you didn't have a mama or a daddy to tell you that if a man come to your house, one of your bills need to be paid. Because that's what my mama taught me, girl. Hello? That's what my mama taught me, bitch. Ain't no, well, he's sexy and he got a big dick. Excuse me, hun. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny with you, but I have my own house. And I'm hungry. I got 2 dogs to feed. What can you bring over here when you come over here? Well, I don't got to go to your house. You come to mine. Yeah, but wait. So am I going to go to your house by what? Because if I drive my car, that's gas, that's oil, and that's wear and tear. So, I can come and get you. Yeah, but my time is very valuable as well. I could be sitting down, parlaying. I could be talking to my girlfriends on the phone. So either way, what can you do for me? And then it's like, what can you do for me, bitch? I'm not invested in you, bitch. I'm not being head over here. So I'm over here. I need you. What's up, baby? Anyway, let me stop. Come on in, Larry. How you doing, Larry? Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Come on in, Larry, honey. You don't need to believe in it. You sure don't. The law of the land of the all is supernatural. The law of the jungle. I know that's like, come on here, Larry. Yes, Larry. Larry, you need to call in and educate us on the law of the jungle. Yes, honey. So you in a relationship and your partner dogs you. Would do you wrong? Wait. So you in a relationship and your partner dogs you. Would you do you wrong? What does that mean, Tiffany? Are you saying if you're in a relationship and a man's dogging you, is that wrong? Because I definitely think it's wrong. See, for me, and that's what I love about people who are healed, is that they teach you your value. And it's not even about you being this magnificent, you're better than every man and woman on this planet. It's about you acknowledging your higher self and knowing that you've come into this world with a purpose, and also knowing that you've earned your right to come into this world because you were one of the sperm cells out of the million that died in the vaginal canal. Okay. You actually fought through the cervix into the uterus, and you actually traveled up into the fallopian tubes, into the ovum, or excuse me, to meet the egg. Okay. And you actually got through. So you actually really fought to be here today. So you are destined for greatness already. But for you to allow the shit that you've been through before you even got into the physical world to not stop you to be who you are, but to come into this world and allow a man or a woman, a boy, a girl, a neighbor, a president, I don't give a fuck who it is, to disrespect you and to make you seem like you're nothing and you're worthless and you're irreplaceable. Bitch, like I said, it is not wrong of you to cut their ass off and say bye-bye. Because the bitch didn't want to call you narcissistic and, oh, she thinks she's better than everybody. And she's so arrogant and she's so egotistical. Honey, I was born by myself and I would die by myself. Bitch, if being in this life means being lonely because I don't have to deal with people who don't know how to treat themselves so they don't treat me right, bitch, I don't want it then. I don't want it. Keep me lonely and miserable for my whole damn life, spirits. Hello? Keep me lonely and miserable for my whole damn life, if that's what it is. Like I said, bitch, You're worthy of having a good man, a good friend, a good boyfriend, a good sister, a good brother, a good mother, a good father, a good daughter, a good son. You're worthy of that. And like I said, if people don't want to respect you and tolerate you and treat you like the good person that you are because you give them good, you got to cut their ass off, bitch. And you cannot think about it. Oh my God, this is so bad. I don't really want to do this though because this is my only daughter. If she disrespectful, you got to let her go. I mean, it's kind of sad though because she's a part of you, and that means that you were not healed enough to raise her, and you did not get help. And that's what I love about one of my people right now, and I don't want to get too emotional about it, but she said that I'm in therapy right now, even though it's a little too late, and I got children that are of age and 15 and 16, but I got baby children too, but I am in therapy for my children. And I said, oh, come on in here, melanated girl. Come on in here. I don't use those words. But, hey, she said she's a melanin girl. She got melanin magic. Okay, girl. So come on in here, melanated girl. Treat your kids right. Treat yourself right, and you'll be treating your kids right. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your children. Because they're like, well, I feed my kids. I provide them everything for them. Yeah, but you're not giving them the emotional and the mental support and help that they need. And your son gonna grow up and be a bastard. He's gonna have bastard children. And your daughter gonna grow up to be a hoe. I said what I said. So she gonna have children by men that didn't really want her. And he gonna grow up and date women who don't know what don't. Ooh, girl, I don't want to think about that. Honey. That's gonna piss me off. That's gonna piss off if you're thinking about that right now. Listen, y'all. I was supposed to be going. 45 minutes ago. Listen, y'all, and I'm just sitting here laying down. Yeah, laying down so just comfortably, just relaxing. I let out my steam because these hoes, I'm just like, girl, this is just crazy to me. Sitting here minding my business, enjoying myself, got some of my stuff shipped out today, waiting for some of these other people to respond back. And literally, I'm getting alert checked by some pissed off consumers. Someone left a review like, bitch, you're not alerting me because somebody commented, bitch. You're alerting me because somebody is sitting here playing these little games, high piece of shit, Piggly Wiggly. Like, let me make a fake review and let me show this bitch that we made it. I don't care. You're not stopping nothing, girl. Every Friday, we're set up, okay, bitch? Readings. Casework, cleanses. Girl, we're set up classes. Like, girl, get out of here, girl. Nobody cares about what you're doing, bitch. Stay over there and do what you do. Girl, drag a name into the dirt. That's just a name. Go ahead, girl. Ain't nobody believing in that shit, girl. People are still sitting over to you. People are still booking. People are still there. People are still supporting because bitch is real. Now, where your people go, bitch, we don't know because, girl, they don't want to be with it because they're like, bitch, you ain't sharing nothing with us. Bitch, every time you come on here, you talking about the next bitch. You talking about this transgender. And I know this because they come over here and they tell me, hey, I want to pay for a reading. And then we get on a reading. Well, just so you know, this person was talking about you and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, I know. That's how you found me because I don't tag my videos. Hun, I don't have to tag my videos because they have my name in their mouth. They have my image in their fucking mouth. So, bitch, they're going to find it. I don't need to advertise. Girl, not at all. Bitch, I don't need to pay for views and subscriptions and all that good stuff, girl. I mean, it'll be cute, oh, hey. But it's like, girl, yeah, ain't nobody doing that, girl. We like realness over here, girl. We like real views, real comments, ain't no fake ass accounts that just got made yesterday. You're the only people you're the only channel that they're subscribed to, which is so weird. And you're the only channel that they commented on. Like, wait, you're real? Or is this some paid ass viewer shit? Having an empty ass profile and like, oh girl, yes, I've been watching you for years, looking at the story, girl. Where's the saved videos at of you watching this woman? Why is there no real name there? Girl, even going into the chat, why are you not in the chat? You in the comment section, but there's no chat. There's no record of you being in that chat. Because you're not a supporter. You're a paid viewer or paid subscriber. That's exactly what you're going on. That's girl. And like, y'all, let me go. Okay, let me go. Y'all listen. TwoSpiritMystic.blogspot.com, 28spirit8mystic8@gmail.com. Like I said, I gotta go. I got a Greek salad in there. I need to also go run a little errand right now to show a girl that I am that girl. You know, girl. These girls be thinking that we're not these girls, honey. They be thinking that we're not the girl in the picture and that we be acting like we live this life. And girl, you're only acting like that's your life. Okay. Okay, sis. Okay. Okay, mama. Bitch, a bitch don't gotta act like a motherfucking thing. Shout out to my supporters once again. Shout out to the J's and the Jolly L's and the TC's and the TT's and the Ricos and the Larrys and I know I'm forgetting some people and the Mellies and all the Melly. I still got her little goodie kit too, y'all. Yeah, I remember I told y'all that Melly sent me a little cute little kit, y'all. Oh girl. Yes, honey. Bella actually, believe it or not, got into one of those candles, honey, because I kept one of those candles, and she actually broke the shit in half. So I thank you for my supporters, the Jolly L's and the Evelines and the plant carrions and just like I said, the people who support, the people who are there, the people who are always like bitch, listen, here we go. And we also can't forget the people who send over donations and of course I don't want to drop names because of course they might say, bitch, why did you say my name? Because girl, but we're so appreciative of the cash app, so appreciative of the gifts, and we're talking about the real gifts. We're so appreciative of the Capricorn moons, and we're just appreciative of all of you. Like I said, if I forgot anybody, excuse me, but we're so appreciative of you for your support and your love. And like I said, I'm gonna really give you what you need outside of the class. Like I said, these classes that we're doing, we step into pussy up. Okay, we step in our spiritual yoni up. You hear me, bitch? We have to come, and we gotta come hard. Okay, that's what we're doing with these classes, bitch. This is gonna be the first time that we're gonna give you a taste of the old ancient Egyptian magic, bitch. Hello, hello, hello. Can we talk about it for a minute? So, like I said, we're coming. We're going into some stuff that people are not really talking about on here. People are not really doing. We have some footages, like I said, that have been recorded for years that we've not edited and put out there, even recently. And then, of course, going into also some connections that I'm working out with. And like I said, things get a little crazy in working with other energies, and that's how I'm like, whoo, everything's an investment as far as energy goes. But like I said, we're going to get into some stuff. Where I'm at, it's a very, very old area. A lot of spiritual stuff take place. Even going into like a website, there's a website dedicated to this area for spiritual sightings that go back to like 1919. And just some real creepy stuff. Even going to, I even came across this because we're going to get into that ghost huntings and all the good stuff. Going even into that, before I even came down here, I was visiting here, and two things happened that was like really, 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 really crazy. And I thought I was tripping because when I'm sleepy, I'm like in this weird state, like it's like ooh, like weird. Y'all see me on here, girl, getting like delusional and shit. People like, girl, go take your meds. No, bitch, it's called being tired. That's what it's called, girl. There's no meds over here, girl. There's no need for meds over here, girl. Hello. Yeah, ma'am. Anyway, so something happened very lightly, very tightly. So I was driving on this highway, and I'm driving on this highway, and for a split second, right, I could have sworn there was a glare in front of me, right? Or I assume it was a glare because I thought it was somebody there, and I was like, ooh, and I kind of slowed down, but it was a glare, and I was like, ooh, girl, yeah, you're tired, girl. Let's hurry up and get to where we need to get to because you're sleepy. So I get there where I was going, and I felt the energy drop where I was going. I felt the energy drop and grow. I didn't want to go to sleep because I was just like, ooh, I'm feeling heavy with energy. Like I can't sleep. And of course, it was too late. I was too tired to do any type of spiritual cleanse. I was in a hotel, so I couldn't do no candle work or any of that. So all I could do was put on some binaural beats and just relax. So I ended up going to sleep. Now, that was that experience. Now, a few months later, I come back to the same area, and this time I stay, and somebody else was with me. And literally, for a quick minute, I thought I saw something. And at this time, I was not sleepy. So I'm like, Okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Maybe there's something spiritual. Maybe somebody's trying to get my attention. Maybe there's some energy being worked and somebody's trying to get my attention. And so, of course, no, that was not it. So I'm like, okay, there's some other shit going on. The final thing that made me say there has to be something about this. I went and I picked up somebody and we drove back, right? I drove like 3 hours away to pick them up. And we drove back. And they looked over and they're like, "Ooh, God, I can see the energy from that building." Right now, mind y'all, in the same areas where I thought I saw something, right? Where I was like, "Ooh, that's a glare. Ooh, oh my God, that's a person. Oh no, it's a glare. Ooh," and I'm just like, "That's weird, though." Anyway, so they're like, "Yeah, I can see there's some weird energy here, and you don't see those spirits coming about there, and oh God, there's a lot of witches over there," and I'm just like, whoa. Okay, so confirmation, like, okay, this person is really spiritually in tune, and then also this person is really connected to some stuff. So I started digging, and of course, I have a Snap that's local, and people follow it, and so I'm just asking questions like, what is the most haunted place around here? And they brought up something, which is so weird because when I was in this area, you could feel like I'm going to describe it as being heavy, but it's like maybe it's because it's in the ghetto, right? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe because it's in the ghetto. And sure enough, it was not. It was because this building was old. It was a running building like a couple of years ago, but it got shut down because of funding and all that good shit. Some people died there due to a whole bunch of stuff. And literally, y'all, like people are like, that's the most haunted spot. There has been no electricity in that building for such a long time. People have had reportings of lights being on. And literally, somebody sent me a video of a video footage somebody recorded at the very top of the building, y'all. There's like 26 floors in this building of a light being on. And I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, so this was the person sent me on my site. So I'm like, let me just look up shit, right? So that came up, of course, being the most haunted place by a lot of people. And then the highway that I was on, that was being brought up as a haunted place. And then also going into the sighting of something. So they saw something back in the day, school age people too. School age people. And it kind of reminded me of Jeepers Creepers. That's what I said. When they be making these little scary movies, they be putting real life stories in these movies. Every scary movie got some real life connection. So that's why sometimes people get so like, ooh. And of course, I'm not scared of that shit. Ghosts and demons and all that shit don't scare me. Like, bitch, I live by myself. I live by myself, bitch, in dark. Like, I don't have lights on throughout my whole house, bitch. Like, I love darkness. Like, yeah, that shit don't scare me. But either way, y'all. So they saw some weird shit back in the day. And I was like, that is so ironic. That is so ironic because going into where I'm at, there's a lot of shamanism, like a lot of indigenous stuff, like people who was here, like even they have old buildings and old trees and things that are like hundreds of years old, y'all, like 200 years old, 300 years old, they preserved. And these things are not blocked off and shit. You can literally walk up to these trees and stuff and touch them and stuff. But they have these districts labeled. And if you do your research, like, wow. So even like the Native Americans that were in this region that I'm in, and it's just like, that's what you feel here. You feel just very powerful healing medicine energy. And it just blew my mind. So like I said, I got into some stuff and even, going into this, because of course, a lot of you enjoy that stuff. A lot of you, we got stuff in common. We love us some, what's his name? Zach something, that sexy motherfucker from Ghost Adventures. Woo! What's his name? Zach something. Girl, Zach Biggin. Honey, I want to beg him for some tea or two. Ow. Anyway, so I want to get into some stuff because, of course, going into things and also connecting with people, like we're going to get all this together. We're going to get all this together. And like I said, for those of you who are always in here, people who are always supporting me, I want to do something to where, once again, the little monthly thing where you send over something and then you get exclusive access to stuff that only you will be able to see, and the videos will be set private, maybe even going into somebody talk about Discord, but making like a page to where we can go live on, and only people who is a part of that subscription could come in and watch and just do stuff to where you're like, wow. And even like I said, there's some things that you cannot put out there publicly, like on YouTube, on Facebook. And that's why I don't do certain things. Like I said, I don't talk about certain things because you cannot. Because people, they see shit and they're like, oh my God. And then of course you got people hitting you up. It's just weird shit. So like I said, to prevent that from happening and making me, racking my head and shit, like I said, I want to offer that exclusively for people who support, who contributes, people who are always there, maybe even occasionally raff off little things. Hey, tonight we're going to do an event. Hey, let's do a raff for 3 people. You come in here. Okay, guess this, guess that. Y'all come. So like I said, we're going to get into that. That's what I'm into. I'm into energy. I'm into vibrations. I'm into frequency and all that good stuff. So like I said, that's what we're going to be doing. And of course, I'll be coming out and talking about that at that time. I don't want to drop days and times and then bitch, oh my God, I thought you were going to be coming and doing it then. Yeah, honey, I got busy. Okay, people book readings. I can't put that on hold. People book consultations. I'm not going to say, hey, hon, we can't do the consultation on Tuesday at 10 p.m. because I'm going to get on YouTube. The fuck out of here, girl. YouTube don't pay my bills. The fuck out of here. I don't get on YouTube chat. Girl, I'm getting on YouTube chat, girl. The fuck out of here. And I don't want one. I don't want one. Well, listen, let me not say that. I don't care for one at this point, at this space in time of my life, at this chapter of my life. I don't care for that. Okay. Now, some of these people allegedly are getting rich off of YouTube. Some of these people are millionaires off of YouTube, allegedly. Because one of these guys said he's a millionaire and he still got fucked up teeth. So I'm just like, and every time you talk, it looks like your mouth hurt. My mouth hurt right now. I'm thinking about it. Damn. Anyway, let me go. What's Discord? I'm assuming it's a community that you can talk on and be on privately without people, coming in and starting shit. And then, of course, I want to share stuff on there too. That, once again, we cannot share publicly for many, many reasons. But yeah, so yeah, look up Discord and you see it. Somebody was going to be showing me how to make it, and I was going to get into it, but I was like, girl, yeah. I think I downloaded the app too, but I was like, yeah, honey. Yeah. I rather, like I said, start off with a little group and then get into that. Because, of course, like I said, I don't know how that works. Of course, I could look into how it works and we can get into that, but I'm like, yeah. I'd rather keep everything simple, basic, and to the point. Okay? Yeah. Yes, honey. So most indigenous magic of North America is healing and communication. No, I would say most North American magic dealt with healing, love, and the home structure, keeping the home nice and strong. And a lot of our ancestors, I've talked about this before, a lot of us, we connect with each other and we vibe with each other because we are linked, okay? We are connected as far as ancestry. So we don't share the same ancestors, right? But our ancestors came from the same type of magic, the same area of magic. So that's why we vibe with each other. So going into like the Midwest hoodoo class, that's why we talk about certain stuff. So home structure, protecting the home, keeping the home good and strong. That's what that was about. Keeping people healed, prosperous, because of course, a sick man cannot go out and make money. A sick woman cannot go out and make money. So it's important to keep yourself healed. Going into energetically, we have multiple bodies and keeping those bodies in check and aligned. So of course they had people that were assigned to keep that up. Because once again, you can't do everything. You can't be the reader. You can't be the spellcaster. You can't be the energy worker. Like you can't do all that like every day, all day. Like, bitch, that would drive you crazy. You would feel dry. Oh my God, I'm doing too much. Yeah. So people had their titles and everyone did their part. But it wasn't, oh, you go to one person, they do everything. Nowadays, New Magic, everybody do everything, and you go to them all in one sitting. So today, this bitch is doing a reading. She's doing energy work today, and she also got somebody coming over at 10 o'clock to do a cleanse. Like, yeah, mama, there's no doing that. There's no doing that. Honey, this day would be assigned for readings. This day would be assigned for, and that's how I put my stuff out. This would be assigned for energy work because I don't want to be jumping back and forth. This would be a time and period for classes. This would be a time and period for physical cleansing work. So I go to people's houses and we do stuff in person. Because once again, everything is about preparation and everything you prepare differently. So I'm preparing myself to do a reading. And then when that's done, and mind there's only 24 hours in a day, then I also prepare myself to go do an in-person cleanse. And then the same day, I'm preparing myself to actually do energy work. Like I said, these are all separate things. And it requires different preparations and different mindsets too. You can't go into these different mindsets and, girl, like I said, even going into readings, you're pulling people energy. You can't be sitting there, oh, I did 20 readings today. Tomorrow we're going to do 20 more. Like, girl, it's so draining. And also being somebody who's good at reading energy, not a clairvoyant, I can't speak for them clairaudience, but anybody who read people and they're good at reading energy, like I said, your energy is zapped. You start pulling on different things. Like I've done readings for people and I craved alcohol and I don't even drink. But I was like, let me go to the store and look for some white wine. But I know that was their energy jumping on me. So it's like, girl. So like I said, there's preparation and everything. And even like I said, when I do workings for people, if I do 3 people works at a time, we don't do it all in the same day. I'll do people, 2 days out of the week, this person 3 days out of the week, like that. We don't do it all together at the same time though. Okay, this person's doing love work, so we're gonna do that ritual. And then at 9 o'clock, we're gonna do the protection work for this client. And then at 10 o'clock, yeah, that's too much mixing of energy. And I don't, yeah, like I said, you don't know what you're getting into when you do working for people until the energy unfolds. So it's like, oh, fuck, I started on this love work and now I'm doing a breakup stuff for this person. Now the energy is jumping over into this work. Yeah, girl, ain't no doing that. Like I said, you got to keep it all aligned. It's about aligning, straightening out, and leveling things out. It's not about being scattered everywhere. Oh, yeah, I'm here, protection, love, healing, breakup work, all in the same fucking day in the same space. Oh, girl, that's the stuff we're going to be talking about that too when I come back on Friday. We're going to be talking about some things because, of course, I had an idea hitting the road for those days. Like, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And of course, you can do things outside of this time frame, but I think that'll be easier. So people will say, I don't know what work to do first, healing or love or whatever. Like, so we just keep it simple and say, okay, during this time frame, we're doing, love. So bam, everybody's like, oh yeah, hey, I want to do it. Bam, we can keep it fresh. Okay, breakup, bam. Everybody, oh, we're healing. Okay, everybody healing, bam. We keep it all on the same accord. Can y'all hear that? That's the military plane. That's the military jet right there. Yeah. You can hear the rumbling, but you don't feel anything. That's a military plane, honey. Listen, damn, I would, what? Damn, I should have taken it. Oh, there you go. What is that? What should you have taken? Yes, honey, come on, Isis. Ow, yes, honey, come on. So most, okay, I already read that. Okay. See you later, Larry. Also, I need to ask about these candles for real. Okay, yes, definitely. There's some really, really intimate, powerful candles, honey. Yes, we have some sex candles. Of course, we cater to the sex magic because we'll say this for Friday. Yeah, because I tell you everything today, then girl, Friday we're gonna be like, wait, what? I did something actually. I wanted to move here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. This room is so odd shaped, and it's a big room, and there's a little window here, and it's just, girl, yeah, that you just don't feel air. So I gotta have 2 fans on me to be comfortable. This one blowing and this blowing, and of course sometimes it gets really, really cold at night. So bitch, I still love it though. But I did something that I'm gonna talk about that I actually have proof of, because somebody thought I wasn't that girl as usual. and I wanted to teach him a lesson because he was coming and he was like, yeah, they're not into that. And girl, if they saw you, they would blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, you just a hating ass bitch, huh? And so either way, like I said, we're going to talk about it on Friday when we're talking about these candles. And I believe I have pictures of the work I did for myself too. I believe I have pictures. So I was going to post it on Facebook and IG. But like I said, we're going to talk about, what I did and how quickly it manifested and going into even the boxes and the kits. And we know that your intentions are the most important thing. So that's why even with these boxes, depends on the level of box that you get, I'm willing to kind of assist you on the workings that you're doing. Because of course, some people are like, I don't want people to do work for me. I want to do it myself. Of course, that is the most powerful work is when you do it yourself, but sometimes it's good to get advice on how to do things correctly. And of course, so like I said, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into some TTT. And like I said, I'll be telling y'all the story that I experienced, y'all, very, very quickly. And hoes were mad. Girls couldn't take. The experience was very much like a zombie took over. I said what I said. It's like a zombie took over. Anyway, y'all, let me go, y'all. I'm about to actually go. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm about to still go say I'm going to still do what I said I'm going to do right now. Ain't nobody up to call, so I'm just going to go play my music, go do my thing. No, it's not a whole run. No, we don't escort. No, we don't prostitute. We don't do none of that. Okay, girl? Like I told that man, if you want to even smell me, I need you to send over a bag. And if you that type of guy, send over that Versace bag. They got a Versace bag right now. It looks cute. It's called the Medusa collection. Girl, she is gorgeous. She's lavender. Send that over, and I might let you smell. Send that over, honey. And give me some Valentino Donna. Hello? Anyway, bye from now, honey. Yes, Midwest Hoodoo. You didn't take Midwest Hoodoo, didn't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you took Midwest Hoodoo. Let me confirm. Maybe you didn't. Let me see. I think you did take Midwest Hoodoo. Shit. What phone is it on? Listen, I'm gonna confirm in the email. I think you did. I think you did take Midwestern Hoodoo. There were 7 of you, and unless I'm thinking of somebody else, but no, I'm pretty sure you were in Midwest Hoodoo. I'm pretty sure, and that's probably why I didn't hear back from you because you probably didn't get none of the damn classes. Yeah, we're gonna confirm that, Jay. Because I think you took it. Yeah, honey, I think you took it, honey. It was 88 degrees in here, and the humidity is 39, honey. Honey, yeah, I got a thermostat in here. What's the one I didn't took? Yeah, maybe you didn't take AOK. Yeah, maybe you didn't take AOK. Huh. Yeah, AOK was live. I remember that somebody was sick and they got on camera. It's not funny because they definitely took care of that. But I was thinking right now, like, wait, why were they on camera? They should have turned their camera off. Yeah, it could have been even something more recently. No, you took the Ganesha class. Yeah, there is a class that I think you did not take. I don't know it though. I do feel like you took Midwest of Hoodoo though. I do feel that way because, like I said, I'm seeing right now in my mind. Okay, there were 7 of you. Yeah, there were 7 of you, and I wanted to do a live or recorded version. And everybody who got the live was like, okay, I'm available on Tuesday, I'm available on Thursday. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I have readings and stuff booked. So that's impossible. And I got casework to do. So I was like, ooh, that's impossible for me to do it on this day. So I was just like, fuck it. So hey, those who want to do it recorded or live, would you do a recording? So all of it was recorded. I think I even gave everybody a chance to reach out to me for one-on-one. Oh, maybe you're right, Jay. You didn't take Midwest Hoodoo. Yeah. No, you took the home class. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you took the home class. You didn't take, yeah. You didn't take the Midwest Hoodoo class. Oh yeah, honey. That class. Yeah, I was supposed to put morning, but I totally forgot when it came down to actually putting the class in on paper physically. I totally forgot to put certain stuff in. I said, "Fuck, what the fuck was I gonna put in there?" So we still talked about stuff, but I didn't put some stuff in there because I was like, "Fuck, I totally forgot about that." But yeah, it's just like the home class. That's what I said. For the Power of Five class, please remind me about whatever I said to put in there yesterday. And then right now I'm going to send myself a text message to put in there something else. Okay, we're going to break down these vibrations and frequencies on all the good stuff, okay? Yes, honey. The numbers, the colors, the shapes. Oh, honey, we're going to break it all down. We're gonna break down the body, adi. Listen, y'all. Let me go, okay? Okay, I'm getting a little sleepy, and I still gotta listen. Thank God it's only 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes to come back. Thank God. It's only 20 minutes, honey, to go and come on back. Yes, honey. Yes, both that one and the second one. No, I did. Yeah, you took it. Yeah, you took AOK because I remember we did a quiz for AOK, which, by the way, the Power of Five we're going to do a quiz on. Um, the Bible Magic class we're not going to do a quiz on, but definitely, yeah, yeah, the Power of Five we're going to do a quiz on that one. And also, I'm thinking, what is the other one? Durga and Kalima. Yeah. I think we're gonna do a quiz on that too because we're gonna talk about heavy stuff in these classes. I want to make sure you're getting it and you're not making a mistake. AOK, Summons of Conjure, like these classes had heavy information in it. So I wanted to offer quizzes to make sure that you're getting it so you're not fucking yourself up. Because I would feel very bad if I gave you a technique or advice on doing spiritual work and you have some very unfortunate experiences. So that's why I'm like, yeah, definitely Power 5 because there's some heavy stuff in that class we're going to be talking about. And definitely Durga and Kalima. Lilith of the Darkness, possibly too. Yeah, possibly there'll be some a final with that too. Yeah, possibly. Just to kind of see where people's head are at. Possibly. We'll see that. We'll see. So yes. Yes, be safe, love and light. Same to you, Jay. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. I just emailed a lot. My bad. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay, honey. And also let me know when you get your stuff. It's at 2 days. So that should be actually that might be Friday. Because I can't remember I used to know how the post office operated where I'm from because, of course, I was good at it. And then even going into hours that you mail stuff off, I mailed that stuff off a little late because, of course, last night when I got off of here, I started packaging everything up. Oh, my God, y'all. It took me 3 hours. And then once I packaged some of the stuff up and ready to go, I'm looking through confirming the address, and I'm like, oh, my God. Some people didn't confirm their address. And then, of course, for one of the persons, I forgot to put it inside of the packaging and put the cute little label on it. Oh, my God. So I'm glad that I marked the bottle with initials, and I'm going to email and tell them which is which. I'm so glad I did that. But I'm like, fuck. And so, anyway, like I said, yes. And that was like late. Like I want to say 4:10. Yeah, I went to the dentist today, did my maintenance cleaning, and then what else? Yeah, that, and then it was like maybe 2:54, and then I got to the post office, which took me almost 45 minutes to get there, and then I started, yeah, wrapping shit up, put it in the box. The shit wouldn't fit in the little box. Oh my god, it was so horrible. And then finally mailed off. And then one of the self checkout things was down, so I had to go to the other one. And then the guy was like trying to buy stamps and shit, and he couldn't figure it out. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna give him like one more minute. If he can't figure it out, I'm gonna help him. I don't work here, but I know about this. So he's there and he looking and he like, And I said, can I help you? And he said, sure. And then of course he looked at me like, bitch, you at the USPS, the fuck? And I'm like, okay, so what are you trying to do? And he's like, I'm trying to get stamps. I said, okay, so you're going to print other services, buy stamps. You know, is there an amount you need? Blah, blah. No. Okay, bam. So you're going to click this, bam. And he's like, oh my God, thank you. And then, oh, here's the receipt. Okay, thank you. Because I gave him the books and I guess he thought the receipt was in there. So I was like, wow. So like I said, yeah, I was done like maybe around 4:24. And you know, they close at 5. So I don't know if that goes out immediately because they did tell me at my other place, if you send it out before 1 o'clock, that goes out by 3 o'clock. And then if you send it out after 4 o'clock, that goes out the next day. But I really believe here that it's rapid because this is a really big area. It's not a metropolitan area, but it's pretty big. And like I said, yeah. So I'm like, okay, so fingers crossed. Maybe they did mail it off today. And then, of course, tomorrow will be the one day. And then Thursday will be the next day. Or Friday will be the second day. But if not, you'll get it for sure. You'll get it for sure no later than Monday. And like I said, definitely we'll be being bitches want to write fake reviews. Now we offer classes and shit. We got to do little videos where you come on and you talk about your classes and you talk about your events. Because hoes want to be like, yeah, let's write a fake review and act like we were a client. So you didn't get a refund back for your items, but you wrote a review? Let's talk about the realness. So you didn't get your refund back for your items, but you wrote a review. And then you also didn't send an email, but you went straight to writing a review. As if people are really looking at it. People are not coming on here and then saying, let me Google True Spirit Mix, see what comes up. But they're coming on here, they're talking with you, they're going to send an email to verify what you say is what it is, and that's how they're going to go about it. Like the girl said on here, that she looked at the spiritualist chat, she emailed the spiritualist, and the way she was chatting on her live, the way she was communicating in the email was two different people, and that's what made her say, let me look her up. Let me look her up. And that's when she looked up all the shit that she found. But bitch, ain't no motherfucker, I'm watching, I feel connected, my spirit is telling me to reach out, and then bitch, you're like, well, let me look up the reviews first. Like, wait, what? Ain't nobody doing that, girl. Girl, bye. Anyway, love and light, honey. Love and light. See y'all 28spiritmissy@gmail.com, 2spiritmissy.blogspot.com. Shout out to the haters. Thank you so much. So many blessings to you and what you do for me. It really amazes me how you're helping a bitch promote her shit for free. But hey, listen. To each his own. That's how you work. That's how you work. Bye for now, honey. Everybody. Love and light.